Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Life Hunts. It is the 83rd part, and we are back in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. You may be able to see, you wouldn't have noticed it, but I'm about to draw your attention to it. You might have noticed it, I'm not sure. But I'm about to make it clear that you understand. I have finally completed a status set. Now, I had a completed status set a long time ago, and continued to own that up until maybe about, let's say, 6 months ago. At which point I chose to change my set, but was left somewhat stranded in the process, like right at the end of the process of making the set, by way of requiring toxic kumoris, large toxic kumoris, which are from rare in the tundra, in high rank specifically. You can get them in low rank, but it's very, very rare. But primarily high rank in the tundra through Meowster hunters, and myself among many others online out in the world over the years struggled to actually get rare in the tundra in high rank to appear. What I found to be the problem was that it appears so rarely that if you didn't check after every single quest that you did, you could very easily miss it and not see it again. So basically over a period of, I don't know if it was 6 months, I think it would be about that. Over a period of about 6 months, I just always missed it. I always missed rare in the tundra in high rank. And I finally put my foot down and I said, no, it's time for me to actually make this set and finish it. Well, more like finish it, yeah, because it was mostly made. I just needed to finish it. And so I just started grinding quests to cycle through the Meowster hunters. And the way in which I did that was actually by trading for a bunch of stacks of Kelby horns. I didn't know how many I would need to do, but there is a delivery quest that allows you to deliver Kelby horns in the low rank. It's a 1-star quest, I believe, in the low rank of the village. And so what that means is that you can very quickly clear quests and cycle Meowster hunters in that way. And that's exactly what I did. It probably took me around 50 quests to get high rank in the tundra, which is, you know, yes, it took a while. It took probably like an hour and a half or something like that to get through 50 quests, which was just me basically departing on the quest, immediately delivering the horns, and then leaving the quest, checking Meowster hunters, rinse and repeat. It takes a while actually to do that even, but eventually it appeared and I got my large toxic kumoris, and the rest is history. I do have my completed set. Also got my Kelby horns in there. I'll put you away actually. But and in fact I've still got way too many horns because I over-purchased. Also, hello Vernon and hello Autonomic. But yeah, so I don't know where my Kelby horns are, but wherever they are, there's a lot of them. I'm never going to have to worry about them ever again. It wasn't a big deal to trade for too many, because in the end, I have a lot of box space now that I have sold most of my scraps, and also I had so many points to spend that it didn't really make a dent in my points, so I don't know where they are. Here they are. Yeah, I've got a lot. What was I thinking? I think the reason why I wanted to do this was just so that I didn't have to worry about having to get Kelby horns to cycle back into the trading list. Once they appeared, I was like, okay, I'm buying enough to never have to worry about it again, and that's how many I bought, which was a bit over the top, admittedly. But fortunately, I didn't have to use most of those, because if I did have to use most of those, it would have taken a very long time to be done with this process. But yes, this is the set. It is critical eye +3, status attack +2, sharpness +2, and status crit. It is not weapon dependent, and I don't want it to be weapon dependent for the reason that this is a general use status set. I think I had a weapon dependent set for my last status setup because it was built around Death Grip. It was essentially designed to give Death Grip the most damage possible. Now, Death Grip doesn't really lack too much in damage, but the previous set that I had devised was just to really maximize the damage of the weapon, because it was already dealing so much status damage that I really wanted to also deal a bit of physical raw damage on top of that. But I felt that that was a little bit too focused on one single weapon, and I decided that it would be better to make something a little more general use for Status Blade Master, and as a result I have this set. and I'm glad that it's finally freaking complete. As far as where it's registered, I think it is in place, yes. Don't have to worry about losing it or anything. And as far as the weapons that I'll be using with it, it'll be mostly Death Grip, the Lunatic Thorn, and I think there was one other, yeah, the Daito Crow, or the Occult Daito. Daito Crow is an earlier upgrade of this longsword. But yeah, those are the weapons that I'm mostly going to be using. And that's going to be good. Because up until this point I've felt like I didn't want to use those weapons because I didn't have a set for them. I did end up using the Lunatic Thorn every now and again. I don't think I ended up using Death Grip, but I think I used maybe the Occult Daito and the Lunatic Thorn maybe once or twice each in the time that it took for me to actually complete this damn set. But now I can feel a whole lot better about using them. Vernon is going to be joining me, he says, so we will see what rooms are on offer. I'm glad that there is at least a full page when filtering at a minimum of HR 13. We have Hyper Zenogre, we have Rajang G Farm. Could always do that. Yeah, how about we do that? Oh, but it's an event quest, I'm not doing that, no. I don't really want to do a G-rank event Rajang, whatever that might be. I really don't think I'm in the mood. Well, that's true, it's hard to use Death Grip when you're around because you're usually the one using it. It's kind of like how I can never use Slime when I'm playing 3 Ultimate with you. Atl Car farming. No. Hellblade, no. I mean, they're doing Hellblade 1 anyway. I know you probably still need Hellblade, Vernon, but they're literally doing Hellblade 1. Now, why you would post Hellblade 1 with a Hunter rank 999 in the room, I've got no idea. I mean, it's beyond my understanding as to why a person would do that, but this person's done it. They've bloody well done it. Let's see if we can reload and get anything new. Doesn't really look like it. I might just have to make a room, honestly. Could always change my filter, but I don't think it's worth it. So let's just make a G rank room. And it'll just automatically be a turns room, because why would anything not be a turns room, right? Everyone just assumes that to be the case. Yeah, so we'll just set the HR minimum to that, apply range, and that will do us. I'll be automatically transported to a new location. I was in the Sanatorium there. For the first time in a long time, I haven't really ventured outside of this area for ages in this game, because the only time I play this game is on camera, and of course the only thing I do on camera is play online, so I've just been in this area. This is kind of where I live now. Yeah, I'll use Death Grip for the first hunt, I think, depending on what it is. There are very few hunts where I wouldn't be willing to use Death Grip, but yes, I will request that I be the designated status guy. That's not to say that it's going to be quite as efficient as your set, because you're going aerial, so I mean, it's going to apply status about the same, if not better. However, it's not going to have the lockdown capabilities of a mounting set as well, so yeah, don't expect that, but just for a bit of fun, I would like to use it. So, I don't know if we should start off with a 2-man hunt, or if we should at least wait for one more. How about we wait 2 minutes? Honestly, I could have done that in this time. In fact, that would have been a whole lot smarter, wouldn't it, if you think about it? You know, in the time that it took for me to do my little explanation, my little monologue about this set, we could have had a full room in that time. But you know what stops me from doing that? It's the idea that I might be rushed into starting a hunt when I still want to gas bag about this stuff. You know, what often happens is you think, oh, it's going to take so long for someone to join, so I may as well just make a room and then talk about stuff, and then turns out you can't actually talk about what you wanted to talk about in full because it's time to go on a hunt. Anyway. Oh, I see. Our sets are the same, except I've swapped Razor Sharp with Status Crit. Well, I find it to be a very functional set. My defense is, of course, not amazing, because I do have the Hayabusa Feather. Any set that utilizes the Hayabusa Feather for me. You have Hayabusa Feather as well? Because otherwise I'm kind of surprised that you managed to get Critical Eye plus 3. Do you have plus 3, or...? Anyway. Because that's a lot of points. If, well, maybe you have a good talisman. That's also possible. I think I've got a pretty good talisman for this. Yeah, status plus 6/3 slot. Not too bad at all. I think you can technically get better, but that's my best status talisman, I think. Oh, the question I asked was if you had critical eye plus 3, and linked to that question was whether or not you had Hayabusa Feather, because I was wondering how you'd be able to get critical eye plus 3 without Hayabusa Feather, with status attack plus 2 and sharpness plus 2 and razor sharp. Just a general inquiry. Hello, Juvenator. Well, I suppose we'll depart with this group. As far as what done, you prefer defense over extra crit. Fair enough. Oh, this is what I get for mentioning Blangonga, if you recall. Let's do Hyper Blangonga. I'm not doing normal Blangonga. I know you've got this thing where you love to actually beat on monsters, but I'd like to have an actual hunt, so let's do Hyper Blangonga. I'm happy to do Blangonga, and he will be beaten on. But I'm not doing a regular single Blangonga. I would not opt to do that. Alright. So of course, for those who are unaware, in the previous recording that I did for Generations Ultimate, I hit Hunter Rank 800. I played a little bit off camera after that, which is rather uncharacteristic of me, and got to Hunter Rank 801. I don't know what I was doing even. Not that I was... It wasn't related to me getting this set organized, I was just playing... It was actually before I made this set. The last thing I did when I had this game on was finish this set, but I was actually hunting in my own time. I think I just wanted to enjoy Hunter Rank 800 for like a hunt or two, or something like that. Something along those lines. Yeah, let's depart with 3. This should be fine. Haven't used Charged Blade in a while. Well, your choice of element is interesting, but I guess that's probably your main Charge Blade. It's a good Charge Blade, though. It's one of those Lao Shan Lung weapons that doesn't rely too heavily on increased element. In other words, it's got good raw and good element. From memory, I think the 2... No, never mind. That is the main weapon that does that. Although I think the Lance also doesn't have too little raw. Point being that I imagine weapons like the Lao Shan Lung Greatsword that is definitely heavily focused on elemental damage and lacks quite a bit of raw damage. And that's really what I was comparing it to. But Charge Blade, pretty good. And when I say that, I just mean that I don't really use weapons like that. Like the Shagaru Magala weapons and the Elatrion weapons. I mean, you used Elatrion in 3rd gen because it was a lovely design and it was pretty functional for what else was on offer with dragon weapons, but yeah, I don't really use weapons that focus too heavily on element. I love element, but I treat element as extra damage, not my primary source of damage, unless I'm fighting a monster who's really elementally weak, like Savage Devil Joe or something. Speaking of which, I actually did fight Savage Devil Joe in the game that he first appeared in yesterday in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the first time in a long-ass time. Speaking of Savage Devil Joe. I should have shielded that. But it came at a speed that I was unable to contend with at that time. Of course, a weapon type like Sword and Shield is almost required for a monster like this because all he does is jump around. Jumps back and forth and... Oh, come on. You really are an unpleasant creature. I would go so far as to say that Hyper Blangonga is very nearly as annoying as Hyper Raja, which is surprising, you wouldn't think so. But he is. They've really perfected the annoying aspect of monsters. Well, let me rephrase that. They're very good now at making annoying monsters in Monster Hunter. As of 4th gen, it's like a fine art. And I'm telling you, This thing right here, absolute annoyance is what it is. Shielding the tremor in case there is any. But yeah, the mobility of sword and shield really does make this hunt slightly less insufferable. And I do mean slightly, I'm not saying that ironically. It's still deeply insufferable, but just a little less so. I'd be having a much worse time if I were trying to use lance or greatsword or something like that. Something that just really requires a long... Well, okay. Lance and greatsword for this hunt would be annoying for different reasons. Lance would be annoying because I'd always feel like I was out of range of the monster, and greatsword would be annoying because I wouldn't be able to get decent charges off. So, very different reasons, but I'd find both to be very frustrating. Got an itchy eye, by the way, I just thought I'd update you on that. Oh my god. Have you ever had something that's so damn itchy that it hurts? That was my eye for just a brief moment. And to say that's distracting would be an understatement. I actually couldn't focus on the hunt in that moment. Alright. Oh, Chaos Oil 2 is still equipped on this set. I do of course have Chaos Oil 3, but I forgot to add it to my status set clearly. But Chaos Oil 2 is still perfectly functional. But I only recently got Chaos Oil 3, so I would obviously prefer to use that. Trying to get a sword dance in, can I do it? Yes I can, because he got paralyzed. Aim for this face with my Chaos Oil, of course getting flinched by Blangos, which is my favourite thing. That's also my favourite thing, what just happened right there. Very good for DPS. Anyway. Monkey Slam. Hello, Potato. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose, yeah, I am streaming earlier today, aren't I? By about 40 minutes or so. Something like that. I mean, I don't know. My sleep schedule isn't what it was. And I've talked about it before, it's precisely because I really struggle to get up early in the mornings when it's cold. I really can't do it. When it's cold, outside of my bed, it's not even a conscious thing. I don't consciously decide I'm not getting out of bed because it's cold. My body's just like, no, you're staying in bed. You're in fact staying asleep. My body just knows, it just doesn't want to do it, so... Yeah. That's why I would never want to be, you know, on a schedule in life where I had to get up very early in the morning, because when it's cold, it's just the worst thing. If it's summer and it's hot, it's not an issue at all. Like, not even remotely an issue to get up early in the morning. But if it's winter or cold or something like that, it is the worst. The worst. Get up when you want, I say. If you can have a schedule where you can get up whenever you want, within reason, then life is good. Whoa, hello. Rejuvenator was rather confused, I think. Unless he left accidentally. But I sort of thought he was leaving as well. This thing's still alive. I feel like my DPS hasn't been too high with this guy. Been having to spend most of my time picking the right time to go in for an attack and also chasing after him simultaneously. Oh, come on. You know, I'd like to see 2nd gen players who get all snobbish about 4th gen. I'd like to see them actually hunt this thing. And then they'll get a sense for the fact that 4th gen isn't necessarily super easy. And again, most of their complaints relate to the fact that the game isn't as functionally broken as it was in the old days. They preferred fighting the game mechanics than fighting the monsters, you know. But there is a balance to that. You don't want to get to the point where you're fighting the monsters and only fighting the monsters and game mechanics don't matter anymore, which is kind of where 5th gen is heading. And you also don't want to be in a situation where you're barely hunting the monsters at all because the game mechanics are so damn rigid and so just janky that it's more a battle with your controller than with the monsters. So like anything, it's striking a balance, and Capcom, as we know, can never do that. And if they do manage it, it will never stay that way. It will never stay that way. For me, 4th gen was that balance. It was that balance between rigid game mechanics and hunting the monster properly. And they've only moved away from it. But usually Capcom, rather than striking a balance, likes to dabble in extremes. It's either extremely... well, you know, it's either on one end of the spectrum or the other. And it's kind of annoying, but... it is what it is. But your hyper monsters, while they can be annoying, at least the hunts last for a while, and they do. It's something that keeps you on your toes, you know, you can't just be barely paying attention to the hunt. It helps to actually pay attention in this case. Okay, managed to reposition on to the head. I have to say, even with sharpness +2, I don't really like the sharpness of Death Grip all that much. I feel like I'm having to sharpen up quite a lot. So yeah, Razor Sharp is a good choice with this sword and shield. It's not unusable, but yeah. Not really enjoying it too much. What? That's very odd, Potato. It's very, very odd. That would be... that guy is in an absolute minority. You know what I think that would be? For VOD viewers, Potato's basically saying that he knows someone who absolutely hates everything after Gen 2, but loves Rise, but didn't play World, so he might like that too. You know what I mean, this might be a little cynical, and I say this purely because I don't think anyone could be so deeply misguided. But what I believe is that he has an established opinion of 3rd and 4th gen, which was at that time Modern Monster Hunter, but didn't really give it a chance. And it wasn't until Rise that he finally gave Modern Monster Hunter a chance, and he liked it. Okay, so I don't believe for one moment that if he were to actually properly give 3rd and 4th gen a chance, that he'd dislike it, if he likes Rise, but previously hated everything after 2nd gen. I just don't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Because, I mean, you can't... to me, that's not a difference in opinion, that's actually just pure ignorance. Because, I mean, I don't even want to get into that conversation, but it's kind of like... yeah, you'd have to either be mentally warped, or just inexperienced when it comes to 3rd and 4th gen, and you probably have a biased opinion. And, you know, anyone can have an opinion, but there is a difference between just some random opinion and an educated opinion. You know, there are educated and uneducated opinions. So, I mean, people don't like to talk about the objectivity that is found in opinions, but there is a certain level of objectivity, and that variable relates to the experience the person has had with the thing that they have developed an opinion on. So, yeah. He has strange tastes in games. I'm sure it wouldn't just be video games, I'm sure it would be everything in life. But if he really does genuinely see something in Monster Hunter Rise that he didn't see... oh, that was a Gold Crown Lounge. If he sees something in Rise that he did not see in 3rd and 4th gen, being a traditional Monster Hunter player, and that thing that he's found in Rise is enough for him to love the game, but hate 3rd and 4th gen, but love, presumably, 1st and 2nd, yeah, that's kind of... that's beyond wacky, that's just kind of dumb. You know when you sort of cross the line from having a weird opinion to just having a dumb opinion? That I would say that's a dumb opinion, but again, your average person would look at that and, or listen to me say that and go, what an elitist, oh my god. Well, guess what? I probably wouldn't feel so strongly if the guy could explain to me his point of view, so maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and just assume he's not dumb or something. I don't know. What was the hunt again? Raging Brachydios, okay. Hey Arexion, haven't seen you for a little while. This might be the... Oh no, you have been in the chat. But I haven't seen you, I think. I think that's what was going on. I was about to say that this is the first time you've made an appearance since someone gifted you a sub, but I think you have been around since after that point, or following that. Anyway, should I use Blade Master on Raging Brachydios for a change? I don't think I want to, because I always regret it, I think. Should I do it? I could use Hunting Horn, how about that? Just for something a little different. Now, is it ice or water that's better? It's ice, I think. So you get to see my really weird Blangonga lollipop. Vernon needs to fight something in the volcanic hollow, apparently. Well, I suppose we can do that after Brachydios. The Raging Brachydios in the Ingle Isle. But yeah, I will run Hunting Horn. In fact, I might do a bit of Hunting Horn today just to acknowledge its existence or something. Because I feel like I haven't done that. Of course, looking for Exchanger as I usually am. Is that Defender high and Attacker high? Yeah, it is. Usually you find a Defender high in the Defense Subfood. Well, we'll just go with probably Defender high and Insurance. That would probably be a good choice. Even if someone else has eaten for Insurance, it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's see if anyone else has. No. And Bit has not eaten. I was about to let him know, but then I saw that his health is 150, he just doesn't have skills, so that's fine. What's most important is that you get skills. Now, what throws me off about this horn is that the green note is not what you'd expect it to be. At least I don't think so, but anyway. So what are the songs again? We've got Attack Boost L, Recovery Speed up L. I think the only one I'd bother with is Attack Boost L, and then outside of that I'll just focus on attacking the monster. Oh, well, thank you for gifting another sub. Well, not that you gifted a sub before, but I guess that's your way of subscribing, even though someone had gifted you a sub before. Alrighty, well, thanks for that, Arexion. As far as whether or not I should play songs before we go in, I'm just going to say no. I think it would be better to just do it in the room with the monster. For a second I thought I'd drunk a hot drink, I was going to get annoyed. I'm going to do self-improvement just to start with. Of course, getting double notes does help with playing songs, but I'm a bit of an old fogey with Hunting Horn. In fact, my favourite game with Hunting Horn would be, well, my favourite era for Hunting Horn would be 2nd Gen, which might shock some of you, but there's something really enjoyable about that, about 2nd Gen Hunting Horn. It's a little bit focused on playing my song there, that wasn't really great. I don't know if I should prioritise playing the song or healing. I guess I'll heal. Just I didn't want to have so much time pass from the beginning of the quest without any attack boosts. But, oh, no. See how he was not facing me? Did you see how he was not facing me when he began moving there? And now he turns to face me. I hate that shit. That's an awful way for a monster to move. He begins facing one person, and then in the same animation turns to you. It's just fucking awful. And then on top of that, I have to play this song from scratch because I wasn't able to recital. Or encore, I should say. Recitling I was able to do. That wasn't outside of my capabilities in that moment. So I'm probably just going to attack him from the back legs. That's the safest place to be as a Blade Master, because there's nothing exploding there, you see. If you're attacking from the front, that's bad news, so... He says as he attacks somewhat towards the front from the side. Oh god, this is miserable. If I do anything strange here, it's because I have not gone Blade Master against this monster in many years, probably not since Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and I've probably only done it maybe 3 times ever. See that shit? I couldn't even get out of the way of that. No. You fucking don't. I couldn't even get out of the way of that in time. I saw it coming, saw the explosion. Can you fucking leave me alone? I'm trying to heal. I mean, this is a miserable hunt, isn't it? At least I'm boosting the damage of everyone else. It's just as well that hitting the monster with this horn isn't going to be doing too much damage, so Team DPS isn't going into the toilet because I'm hunting so poorly. But anyway. Let's try and close the distance here. Keeping an eye on the song effect. I think it's run out. Yeah, it has. Okay. Let's top her up. Whoops. I again pressed the wrong thing. Or played the wrong note. You know, I had a friend of mine. Oh, I see. So it doesn't appear as a note for people. That's actually really confusing. Anyway, you know what I mean. I was trying to see if people were under the effects of a song, and it looked like they weren't, but no, it actually appears purely as an attack up icon for the team. I was going to say that I had a friend, and have a friend actually. I just don't play Monster Hunter with him anymore because he doesn't, you know, he's one of those people who doesn't commit. He just doesn't fucking commit. He loses interest, and so I just don't play with him anymore. But basically, he was talking about how he didn't like Hunting Horn, and I couldn't work out why I didn't like Hunting Horn. And then he said to me, "You do realize I'm colorblind, right?" And that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. That was really funny. I was thinking, well, shit, yeah. I suppose Hunting Horn would be rather unpleasant if you were colorblind, yeah. That would be rather awful. I had never even considered that either. Had never even considered that. There was never going to be a 200 follower special potato. It existed in one place, and it was in your mind. Yeah, I'm never doing Blade Master again against this monster. I'm sick of just going near the monster to attack it, and then without warning, it just fucking explodes. Like, standing by the back legs is all well and good until he turns to face you and then a gunner explodes his fists in your face. Now, I'm not going to blame the gunner. I would be gunning if I were being sensible. But, seriously. Oh my god, I just fucking hate going Blade Master against this monster. I can't even go in for an attack at any time and be safe. It is complete garbage. This is why I never go Blade Master against this monster. I mean, I'd rather not have to demonstrate it, but here I am. Let's get away from that. But yeah, I'd rather not have to demonstrate why I don't go Blade Master against this monster. I'm sure that there is a strategy for going Blade Master against this monster. I'm not saying there's no strategy. I'm just saying that because I've never done Blade Master, precisely because it's frickin' annoying, I have not developed a strategy. So I have to stay the hell away from him because he's just going to explode all over the damn place. Oh my god. Can I get out of the way of this? Well, I almost couldn't because of what you just saw. I took them out. How about that? Help get me down from here, my message says. Oh, whoops, I actually have raw resistance here. Silly me. Now, the reason why I do have raw resistance for my horn is because I never use horns that give hearing up. Well, I do occasionally, but the idea is that I don't want to have my songs interrupted during a raw, so that's why I do that. And some will say, well, just play earplugs. Well, I don't always have horns that have earplugs, so I want something general use. Just keeping away so that I can play my song in peace. Well, I don't know if Lance would be all that fun either, because he moves around a lot. Any monster that moves around a lot is not fun with Lance. Just because you can sit behind a shield doesn't mean the hunt's going to be enjoyable all of a sudden. I mean, ideally I'd be attacking the head with a hunting horn, of course, because you may as well deal some KO damage and some additional impact damage from hitting the head of the monster if you're using hunting horn, but I don't want to be anywhere near the front of this damn monster. That's the reality of it. But yeah, all of my hunting horns are attack a blanche, and if they have additional skills or whatever, then that's great, but even in the case of this horn, I'm only playing attack a blanche because that is always going to be the most useful skill of a hunting horn for a team. No, 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 no. Keep away from that exploding crap. Oh yeah, Sonic Smash, I wonder if I do have... Oh, you've got to be joking. I wonder if I do have an upgraded Hunter Art of Sonic Smash. I wonder if I still have level 1 only. And if I do still have level 1 only, it makes me wonder what quest I'm missing. Because I'm going to guess that Sonic Smash 3 can be acquired from hiring. Honestly, I think most of my lacking Hunter Arts are indeed lacking because I didn't play as much hiring. In other words, I didn't play as much Generations as I did Generations Ultimate. So I'm missing a lot of high rank quests as a result. I was basically straight into G rank. I powered into high rank back when Generations was new. Brand new. Because I didn't play it like more than a week after it released. And then I just went straight to G rank when I... like straight into G rank, working on G rank when I got this game, so... yeah, I almost bypassed the end game of Generations. But yeah, that was an interesting hunt. Only went as fast as it did, in spite of my terrible DPS on account of my increased team damage through Attack a Blanche. But yeah. Hi Jenny. But yeah, Sonic Smash seems to be pretty good for dealing damage. That last hit in particular, I often see kill monsters. So if a monster is limping, it often happens that that last hit of Sonic Smash will kill the monster, and that's happened so many times at this point for me, that I wouldn't call it coincidental. I would say that it means that the final hit of Sonic Smash is pretty heavy damage, so... managed to carve a Brachydios Pallium there. It's like my 8th or something, I think. Everyone's picking up at Wii U now, which is great. That's the way to do it. Because Autonomic just got a Wii U. I mean, Potato, you sicken me. I didn't even realize that you were willing to get a Wii U. Next thing you know, he gets a Xbox Series S. When he could have spent that money on a Wii U and 3 Ultimate. Evade distance plus 6/3 slot, not too bad. I probably already have that, but just in case I thought I'd take it. Not that I'm even going to use it, but yeah. I mean, Potato, you could have in front of you right now a Wii U and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, but instead you've got an Xbox Series S and you're playing Halo. So, I mean, you've basically traded a succulent 5-star meal for a pile of horse dung. Okay? So, I hope you're proud of yourself. Now, I do mean it when I say I will do Hunting Horn again, and a lot of it, in this recording. Do people play Halo on PC? Obviously the original Halo was on PC, but is that something you can comfortably emulate now? Hey, Hossein. No, I need to look a little bit more aggressively for Exchanger, please. Exchanger. Why am I not getting different food for that? Maybe I was getting different food for that. Oh, whatever. I'll give up this time. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Okay. That's an interesting Lance Juvenator's running. Elderfrost Stampede. So I guess I could... Well, no, I would rather a water horn. Water horn, there you go. Alternatively, I could use the Valstrax hunting horn, which is always fun. How many of you have seen a Valstrax hunting horn? This is it. It's pretty cool. I like it. But would I want to use that? Let's compare the songs. So, Defense Boost L, Attack Boost L, those would be the ones that I'd focus on, because I don't think wind resistance is going to help all that much with an Uragan. Actually, no, I think Twin Shell Castanet's a better hunting horn overall, isn't it? If I go based on my second gen knowledge. Oh, it's the same fucking horn in terms of songs, but in terms of stats, we've got 325, 27, and then... Yeah, I would say Twin Shell Castanet in this case. Because... Look, in terms of damage dealt, if I compare the elements, I'd say you'd be doing almost the same damage given the weak points of Uragan, elementally speaking. But you know what? We have to use Click Clack. This should be called Click Clack. I don't know what sort of blasphemous individual decided that it was going to be called the Twin Shell Castanet. It should be Click Clack, and is the correct name of this hunting horn. But, yeah. Well, yes, Potato, we did discuss this, I think, yesterday, the idea of Rise or Capcom adding to Rise a Valstrax subspecies that looks the damn same as the original. I don't really want to go into depth on that point again, but I do agree that it's actually fucking stupid and totally pointless for him to even be a subspecies. What is he? Crimson Glow? Valstrax, is that his name? Crimson Glow. Last time I checked, and, you know, made some basic observations of Valstrax the monster, I was able to observe that he glows red, normally. So, that's like saying, what would be an example? Drawing a blank here. How about Zenoga? Cerulean Glow Zenoga. Yeah. Sounds pretty fucking unique to me. But the point is that it's very... I don't see a point to it if they're going to have a subspecies that looks damn near the same. It's just a very strange thing to do. It's like they just really wanted something that was technically different to the Valstrax in Generations and... well, Generations Ultimate, yeah. He was only in one game, but... Well, imagine if they came out with a Black Fatalis subspecies called Black Fatalis, as opposed to Fatalis. You want to hunt Fatalis or Black Fatalis? What a strange place for an Uragan to exist in. Ow. This is not a nice area to hunt an Uragan because this area is basically reduced in size from this stupid thing in the middle. It's climbing, whatever you call it. That was very nice of you, Juvenator, thank you. Just trying to play songs for the team and I'm getting Lance charged. Alright, so what's the... no, not that way. This way. Again, just focusing on my songs. Starting off with Attack Oblige. Oh, he's out of here. Well, everyone stay for the attack boost, damn it. Alrighty. I didn't even play self-improvement yet, that's how much I'm prioritizing the team at this time. I will not give defense up large until I improve myself first. Actually was... oh, Vernon wasn't even here. Damn it. Well, whatever. It's self-improvement. Look at that golden glow Uragan. From this angle, that was a very epic chin slam. You could actually see his head from the front when he was doing his chin slam. It was quite funny. Alright. Defense up large. Oh, that's right. Vernon said he needed something in the volcanic hollow. He's probably off mining. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm going to do to you? I don't care about the Uragan. I've got no interest in that Uragan after what you just did to me. Nope. I'm not fucking... I mean, it's one thing to be hit by the monster when I'm playing a song, but getting hit by your dumbass, not happening. You piece of shit. Unbelievable. Okay. Let's get that defense up. I'll play it twice because now Vernon's just here to receive the first level. Now, if it's... I don't know, I don't think so. I'm assuming, and it wasn't this way in the past, but it might be the case now that if I play 20% for the team, then even if Vernon didn't receive the first boost, he might automatically receive the 20% as opposed to the 15%, even though, yeah, he'd only just arrived. So, again, wasn't like that in the past, but maybe it is here, because Capcom likes to change things in that way. Alright, come on. I've got an Uragan head to hit. People like this attack, don't they? I don't like it. I don't think it's as good for DPS. Oh, I'll actually go to the higher elevation. Beautiful. Now, don't expect a knockout unless the stars align. Please? Oh, come on. What's the point of having Knockout King if it doesn't fucking do anything? Knockout King. Unbelievable. Well, come on. I'm not even going to focus on songs, I'm going to focus on KO, actually. Come on. What do you want from me? You want a personal invitation delivered to your door to get knocked out. Is what you clearly need. Let's do an aerial strike on the head. You know, if that was a KO, I mean that was still a knockdown, but if that was a KO, that would have been a pretty fucking cinematic knockdown. You have to admit. Or knockout, that is to say. I think that's my knockout. Thank you, now I can focus on playing my damn music. This way. I mean, really, if he's knocked down, you'd think I'd fucking play my songs while hitting him, wouldn't you? I mean, it's not Freedom Unite. But, you know, there are people who play 2nd gen Hunting Horn in the same way that you would play 3rd gen and beyond Hunting Horn. In other words, they'll actually play their songs while hitting the monster quite consistently, which is crazy to me, but it's true. There are very adept Hunting Horn users in that series, or that part of the series, that era in the series, we'll say. Yeah, it is a satisfying sound, isn't it? I'm actually gonna... Well, I'm not gonna sharpen up now. I'm gonna try and break that chin, so it becomes a weak point. If I can fucking hit it. Which I can't, because his head is actually being incredibly annoying right now. Or his chin, whatever you call it. You don't really call it his head, do you? He does have a head. He's not all chin and no head, but he kind of is, isn't he? I don't know why, but for a second it looked like Vernon was using a cat. The way he was spinning around there. He actually looked like a prowler. But then I realised, no. Prowlers aren't that large. Whoa. He stayed in this area for quite a long time, but I suppose he did move from another area that we were fighting him in. There goes his tail. It's very satisfying to cut the tail of a monster like that, because he rolls on the ground. He looks like he's in great pain. You sort of feel sorry for him, but you can't, can you? You can't. It's like feeling sorry for the Pokemon that you've trapped in your Pokeball and use like roosters in a cockfight. You can't feel sorry for them, they're your slaves. Anyway. My point is that we're here to hunt monsters, so you can't start feeling sorry for them. See what we get from the tail. Uragan shard, what joy. What joy. Now, I think we might have a sleeping Uragan. Once yeah, he should be sleeping now. They sleep pretty quick. What was that? Oh, cooling effect is worn off. He's not sleeping, actually. Dick. Dick. Take that. This is the hunting horn stream, everyone. You can't complain that Doomlink never uses hunting horn now. I mean, I really do. Like, I use hunting horn. It's just for some reason I never think to do it while on camera. I'm not sure why. It just doesn't enter my mind. It's like with switch axe. It's not because I actively avoid using it. It just doesn't cross my mind as an option when I'm considering what I would like to use. So, yeah. Maybe I'll have to start doing that weapon roulette again. The weapon type roulette, not joke weapon roulette. I should return to that, shouldn't I? But, God, that took a long time to break that chin. But, yeah, I should probably start doing the weapon type roulette again. Could even set that up for this recording. But I'd just rather not. I'll do it next time, how about that? It's just an extra thing to set up and I don't really feel like doing it right now. But, if I can remember, I will do it next time. I should remember. Oh. Unfortunately, when you're stuck in a combo... I mean, that's a fairly quick attack. If you're stuck in a combo, it is what it is. You just take the hit, don't you? Oh, that is just lovely. Double combo into fucking... stun. There you go. Hit that there weak point. I probably needed to top up my attack up large again, but he was almost dead, so I decided not to do that. Well, that's click-clack, everyone. Oh. that's hilarious, Arexion. Because your first typing of that sentence, gotcha, was... Ah, okay, Goya. And Goy was held for review. Who are you calling a Goy? I'm not a Goy. Yeah, you're bad. I love it when you say something offensive by typoing. You know, for American players, specifically people in North America, it seems... Shut up, Bob. Yeah? Okay, thank you. So, as usual, Bob, as soon as I want to go into an explanation about something, he's like, listen to me, pay attention to me, notice me, is really his desire. But what I was going to say is that specifically in North America, 2 palliums, how about that? That's pretty significant, isn't it? Anyway, of course, you always get it when you don't need it. That's the way it always is. But what I was going to say was that specifically in the North American servers of 3 Ultimate, and this likely extends into Tri, and also extends into other games perhaps, you are not allowed to say Ching. C-H-I-N-G. Ching is censored. Now, why that would be censored, I've got no idea. But I suppose it's offensive to Chinese people. It's derogatory, but you can't say Ching online. Now, it was not said in that context. Like, I was playing with some friends in 3 Ultimate, like, 3 years ago, and something was typed that was not even Ching on its own. It was, I think Ching was somehow incorporated into another word, and that part of the word was censored, and we're like, well, it wasn't censored for me, this is what I'm saying. For me it wasn't censored, but for them, in America it was censored. And they're like, why is that censored? What is censored there? Then they typed Ching on its own and it was censored, and they're like, oh my god, you can't say Ching online. But yeah, that was quite funny. That was... that is what you would call a meme that lasted for a while in our circle of friends. You didn't even know that was a word? Oh my god. I can give you a lesson on all the words for that one. But anyway. Oh, again? Rejuvenator. Fine. What do you need? Well, okay. The thing is, I wanted to keep using Hunting Horn, but I'm not doing that again against this monster. So I basically am forced to go... ranged, but I don't know if I want to use a bow or a bow gun or... I don't know. I could use heavy shot. Heavy shot would be fun. But I'll use ice, I think. As far as what my ice heavy bow is, I've got no idea. It's probably... You know what? It is probably the Blangonga bow. Let's find it. But I might check just in case I can. So, I think that basically seals it. Wait, where is the damn thing? I must have gone past it. Blangonga bow. Oh, it's Snowdrift. So... Where is my other ice bow? Oh, it must be... That's right, it's Elder Frost Marksman. Here it is. And it is load up, in fact. So there you go. I don't know why Bob is on the circular saw today, but... I mean, I don't even know what he cuts. I really don't. I've got no fucking idea. But, it's definitely not what he should be cutting. Which is the thing sitting between his shoulders. But... Let's look for Exchanger. Think we're going to miss out on it again. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I guess I'll just try to ignore it as much as I can. As usual, well, it usually is the case that it doesn't last forever. He has a little bit of cutting he needs to get out of his system, you know, he's got this desire, this compulsion. And once he gets it out of him, he's alright. What do I think of this charge blade? Scotch Bonnet Axe. Is it bonnet or bonnet? Of course it refers to food, but it's interesting. It's actually... I do have the Piz axe. The reason why I didn't make that particular switch axe is because I felt that it detracted from the pizza design. You know, it has that big feline emblem in the middle. Okay. Maybe it's not that audible. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore it. It's probably not as bad as hammering or something like that, so I'll just try to ignore it. Anyway, yeah, I have the Piz axe. It's called the Deluxe Piz axe, which is basically the same design, but without that big... Well, it looks like a feline paw print to me. Yeah, I felt that that particular thing on the pizza sort of spoiled the design of the pizza. So I didn't make that specific weapon for the joke weapon roulette thing. But as far as how it functions as a charge blade, well, I'd have to see the sharpness, but the status attack, I mean, it's sitting on 11 status even with status attack plus 2. My god, it really is a useless weapon. Okay. And Piss Axe. Good amount of purple sharpness. Well, at least it's got something going for it. Is it like more than usual, or is it actually just not a bad amount? But yeah, I do have the one that doesn't have the big emblem on it, which I find as a design works better. Alright, so we'll start with... Why didn't I even bring close range coding? What a strange thing to do. I think it must have been because last time I was using bow, I was playing 3 Ultimate where close range coding was worth bringing. Let's actually drink a cool drink. Thank you very much. Can't believe we're doing this fucking hunt again. Leave it to Juvenator. But yeah, after this delightful hunt, I will move on to Hunting Horn again. But this might actually be the first time I've used heavy bow on Raging Bracky. As soon as before I could even complete that sentence, I realised that's probably not true. I think I've used heavy bow once before. It was a little while ago, but it was in this game, obviously. I don't know if it was heavy bow in Generations, I've got no idea. I didn't use bow in Generations, so I'm actually not sure. I do enjoy heavy bow though, it's good damage. I think it's better damage than rapid. I think rapid is glitched in this game, or whatever they did with rapid was possibly related to the introduction of heavy shot. Maybe they didn't want something that was like heavy shot, to possibly compete with the new shot type, or arrow type, whatever you would want to call it. And maybe they made it really weak, because apparently rapid doesn't do the damage it's supposed to in this game. Much like how the AED of Switch Axe doesn't do the damage it's supposed to. And I believe the assumption is that it's a glitch, but you never know. Maybe because it was competing with Heavy Shot, Capcom decided to make it weaker. But Heavy Shot's good fun. My guess is that it's pretty good damage, provided that it hits a weak point. But even if it doesn't, it's probably alright damage. But yeah, I quite like it. And there are, of course, different ways to use Heavy Shot. This is the guild shot. Of course, most people use Valor, I think, with it. But about 40 ticks, that's pretty good. Oh, it's not bad at all. Yeah, shut up. Oh, that is frustrating. 3 roars in a row. I don't know who has the patience for that, certainly not me. I'm getting in position for triple volley here. Right on the face. Well, good timing for that tail cut. The most annoying thing in the world is when someone's just mounted for 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. And then as soon as the monster gets knocked over, you get a tail cut. I mean, it is actually just miserable. It's the same sort of thing with a paralysis or a trap. Tail cuts cancelling that shit out. Really frustrating. So with this opportunity, I will be aiming for the face. Of course, I don't always aim for the weak point because I look for DPS over, you know, missing half of my shots trying to hit the head from a distance as the monster's moving. Yeah, keep away from me. Of course, choosing my timing for power shot. It was not the appropriate time. Almost out of element coatings. But yeah, the only thing that I don't really like about Heavy Shot in this game is that you can see the aiming of the bow. And I sort of understand why they do this, but the aiming of the bow remains straight, but it's a curvature that your shot is going to take. Like, there's going to be a real drop that is not shown by the aiming. See how the aiming is unidirectional. Now, I understand that if you were to actually show the path of the shot, it would make it a little too easy. But to me, it's at odds with what you're actually shooting, so I'd rather there not be an aiming beam of any kind, if they were going to do it that way. But anyway, I'll take what I can get. Well, not really. That's not really the sentiment, but Bit is at risk, because I think I flinched him into... Well, I didn't flinch him. I detonated the thing that exploded on him. But you know what? That's what you get for using Blade Master. That's just what you get. I don't do it, so I won't suffer. I will not suffer the experience of using Blade Master on this weapon, at least not after my previous run with Hunting Horn. I've done my time. I've done my time. Oh. Oh, just out of range. That's nasty. I'd like to break that head. That's right, I was trying to put some distance between myself and the monster, but I'd forgotten that actually the roar of Raging Bracky, I believe, has... Or maybe it doesn't have infinite range, but it's the sort of range where you're not going to be able to get out of range of it if you were previously close to the monster. Maybe if you were on the other side of the map, maybe you'd be able to avoid getting flinched by it, but it's not something you can distance yourself from. It sort of looked like a mount, like a failed mount. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Tell you what, I've been dodging some background noise lately. Oh, that's a lovely time for you to go and back up like that. Couldn't have been better timing in your favour, Brachydios. Let's go and point in your direction now. What I might do is actually boost the volume of the game. I did that before. I don't know if it made a difference last time I did that, but it should work for this particular background noise. I'm hoping anyway. I shall immerse you in the sounds of the game. I think I fired off my arrow before it could charge up to the 4th state. Oh my god. Well, that's a one-shot. Did I... See, this is the problem. Oftentimes when you take a hit, you're not 100% sure if you actually had lost health prior to getting attacked. Like, I don't know if I was at full health. But that was a bit awkward. Again, not much... Oh, don't tell me I don't have a max potion. Well, that's alright. Living life on the edge. I like to live dangerously. So, let's go in with the old 100 health. If I'm getting one shot anyway, then it's probably not that big of a deal, is it? So, I'll live with it. Because of course it would appear that the strategy is to not take a hit, so... Oops, I meant to do tactical retreat there. To go through the rule. Did not happen in the end. You can see that the way in which I'm shooting this bow, the frequency of my repositioning is such that there's no real reason for me to use Mega Dash Juice here. Because I'm recovering my stamina each time I reposition anyway. And as I suggested, I'm repositioning fairly often. Oh dear. Let's go and shoot into your anus if we may. If I may. If I may. I'm the one doing the shooting. You're watching it. You're enjoying the spectacle of triple volley going into a Brachydios anus. Speaking of which, I wonder if I have triple volley 3. Again, I'm sitting on triple volley 2 there. I didn't quite go into the anus now, did it? I'm being a bit dramatic. Oh dear. I really would like to get that last thing that we haven't broken. We've broken everything on the monster except that left fist. But it's very hard to aim for specific things with heavy shot. Because it's not just a matter of positioning on the monster, it's also like positioning in terms of distance with your arc. But if you can get both to work in tandem, you'll be doing alright. That's the difficulty, isn't it? Oh dear. Now sadly, as I've probably pointed out before, we cannot actually trap him here because we are in the Ingle Isle. Every time I see an exhausted monster, I desperately want to drop a pitfall trap, but again, not able to here. That was a slower hunt, actually, as compared to the hunting horn hunt, and I suppose the reason why is because Vernon's using a meme weapon, and I don't have the team getting their damage boosted and all of that business, so yeah. A little bit of a slower hunt, but I think we broke everything this time, whereas last time we didn't break everything. Well, I know we broke everything this time, but I think we didn't break everything last time. I might as well try and carve that tail. Let's give it a try. Get off me, damn it. I mean, maybe that was helpful. Maybe that allowed me to get up or get up and run to the tail faster. I'm not sure. Not that I really need any of this. I will have time to carve it. Well, there you go. Bracklash. Wasn't all that exciting. Last time I got a Brachydios Pallium. Can't get that every hunt. You two are breathing quite in quite a laboured manner. Is that another pallium? Yes, it is. Of course, it's immortal reactors that you really want from this monster. Because I don't know about you, but I've never really struggled to get Brachydios palliums. I feel that they drop fairly frequently. Not just as demonstrated by the last 2 hunts I've done here, but... yeah, I mean, that's normal for me. It's immortal reactors that I really want if I'm hunting a raging Brachydios. But that's probably what Juvenator's trying to get. In terms of materials, in terms of what he's forging, I've got no idea. Now, I do have one issue with this set, it is the fact that... oh, hold on, this is my Marathon Runner set. No wonder I didn't feel like I was lacking in stamina. It's because I literally have a stamina skill on this set. This is my only remaining armor set from my previous bow sets, where I actually had stamina skills. So, yeah, if I show you... no, we want to go to equipment sets. All of my sets here do not have stamina skills, except for this one. And I think the reason why was because I just didn't want to make another one without stamina skills. I think getting load up and focus and heavy up with something else of meaning was not all that good for mixed sets, or like for the armor pieces that exist in the game. So I just decided to stick with this or something. Look at your new weapon. Lightbreak Ember. Well. Sure. Not bad, I suppose. Farm Brachydios, says Bit. No. I'm assuming he means for charms. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not doing that, man. Not even... because the only time I will do that quest is if we have a proper team, and we don't, so I'm not really interested in doing that. So, I will use Hunting Horn, but we need to decide on what our next hunt will be. Oh, Cavenator made it in. Well, let's go and select something. Unless, you know what, Cavenator can post something. Yes, your weapon's lovely. Oh, Vernon posted something, right. Sure. So that means fire, I believe. Well, let me double check then. Maybe Dragon's also a good option. I mean, it's probably a good option, but I'd just like to see what does more damage. Because for something like Hunting Horn, I would like to be optimized elementally at least. So, Monster and a double cross Dex. Monster. Chaotic Gormagala. He does... well, it depends on what you're hitting. Both Dragon and Fire are better or worse for different things, but they're both good. Fire does more damage to more things. Yeah, I think Fire's the better choice. But definitely if you go Dragon, you're not making a bad decision at all. But I think Fire is the most sensible, if you want to do an even spread of damage. So, I will equip my Hunting Horn set again, and we will stick with the Glavenus, what is it again? Hornova, hahaha. Alrighty. Another attack up horn. Not that I need to really say that. They all are attack up horns. And that's the way it always should be. Because again, the idea is that you need to make up for the lack of damage that you have by giving the team more damage. just the way it is with Hunting Horn. You need to make up for that. And giving people no stamina loss is not sufficient for that. Or giving people other quality of life skills. Attack up large is the only real way you're going to make up for that. So, yeah. Well, I'm not saying no stamina loss is bad, I'm just saying it doesn't make up for the lack of damage that the team is suffering as a result of you using Hunting Horn. Because obviously a little bit of DPS is lost through playing songs, unless you really are aggressive with playing songs and attacking at the same time. And on top of that, you're just not dealing all that much damage with the horn itself, so yeah. And then you've also got the fact that on its own, increasing the damage of 3 hunters, well, 4 hunters technically. I don't really include the Hunting Horn user because they don't do much damage on their own, but increasing 3 legitimate hunters, we'll call them, increasing their damage by 20% as a group makes for a noticeable increase in damage for the team, so it's definitely good. It's a good song to play. Alrighty. So let me just double check the colours. Should have done that before I departed. Okay, so attack boost is interesting. Negate knock. Okay, so I'll start with Finale. Finale, which is really stupid, absolutely stupid name for that song, because it doesn't explain what it does. It extends the length of time that the songs last for. It was previously called Melody Effects Extended. Now that's what they call the actual song here. But in terms of, like, when it gives the effect, that's what it's called. But for some reason they've decided to call it Finale in the list of songs that the horn plays, which is stupid to me. But anyway. Time for attack. Can kill this Conga in the meantime. Beauty. Alright, let's try to get in there. I don't mind getting hit by Cabinator if that needs to happen. Probably going to end up flinching him, am I? Okay, did not end up flinching him, which is good. I can assist with the KO possibly. I'm trying to do so anyway. Let's get out of there. Ah! Just managed to get out of there. I might drop back the volume of the game. Unless Bob wants to keep on going, but I just don't want it to be too loud for too long, you know. So, knockback protection, what's that? That is... okay. Oh, that's a paralysis again. As one would expect with that set. Now, I don't know if there's a boost to this skill, so I'm playing it again anyway. Okay, so it extends the length of time that it works for. Good to know. Cool. So I think that's all the songs I wanted to play. Yes, that's all the songs I can play. And those should last for a little while, because I did use Melody Effects Extended. This should be a pretty quick hunt, actually. Don't know what Juvenator's doing over there. He's obviously pushed in there, but he's not really coming back in as quickly as you'd expect. Alright, let's beat on that head. Oh, that's terrible that he turned away like that. Unfortunately, he didn't go too heavily into the wall there. I thought he might have. Nice. I would use Sonic Smash, but that would push Cabinator away, so I won't do that. Oh, I just got launched in. Alright. It is a nice looking hunting horn, isn't it? I forget the name of the tool, but it is of course based on those tools that you would use to stoke the flames of a fireplace. A wind press or something like that. You know what I mean. I've managed to forget the name of it. You don't see them around much anymore, do you? Unless you're in a country where fireplaces are quite normal, I suppose. Oh. Oh dear. No, 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 no. Okay, fortunately that didn't hit me. Do I need to do any more songs? Probably by now, you'd think, yeah. What's the ordering of the song again? I think I remember it. For attack at large, I believe it's you, and then... Sorry if I hit anyone there. Is this reapplying? Yes, it is. Reapplying from scratch. As far as knockback protection, that has run out also. Oh. Fortunately, with movement speed up, I can fairly easily clear attacks like that. I can just basically walk away from them. Uh-oh. This one I couldn't just walk away from. I was in the middle of an attack, damn it. Just trying to get the turnaround on the head, but I was too close to him. Can I get close to the head? Yes, I can. Sorry, Cave Native. I've been lucky enough not to hit you or flinch you at all with your hammering, but that time it did flinch you, so... Alrighty. Well, that wasn't too bad. I was hoping for a limp a little faster than that, but... That's fine. I didn't end up carving the tail, I don't really feel like I need to. And we'll try to do a good wake up. I'll probably leave it to... No, never mind. He's not sleeping. Well, he was very close to death. Very close. Goody. This is going to be the Hunting Horn stream. For all you Hunting Horn lovers who feel somewhat abandoned by my lack of support for Hunting Horn. I don't dislike it. I just never think to use it. As I said. You must believe me. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to ping there. They're going to be like, what are you pinging for? This is pinging back. Actually, I can play Euphony. The reason why I never play Euphony, I know it's kind of weird to have these Hunter Arts that I just never use. The reason why I never play Euphony is because it's harder to keep track of when songs run out, because, you know, the timing will be different for Euphony versus all the other songs that I would play for the team, so I just generally don't do it. Euphony, in my opinion, is ideal for solo Hunting Horn. Now, why would you ever do solo Hunting Horn? It's not too bad. I mean, Hunting Horn has its place in solo, because at the end of the day you are still boosting your damage, provided you're using an attack horn, and you've got good mobility, and all of that business. Cloudy Fragment. That's strange. Not even familiar with that drop, really. Anyway, it's not Contrary Scale. Contrary Scale is the actual rare. But yeah, solo Hunting Horn has its place. I mean, I even did solo Hunting Horn in 2nd gen, so... Yeah, got Megala Mantle. I actually don't have too many of those. So, yeah, I would say that Euphony would be good if you are so inclined to play solo as a Hunting Horn user. I'm sure people who main Hunting Horn will definitely defend solo Hunting Horn, without a doubt. And a lot of it just has to do with the fact that you've got Natural Mind's Eye, you've got increased movement speed with walking. Don't even have to sheathe your weapon and you can move quite fast. You've got KO capabilities, you've got a pretty high motion value attack, which is X plus A, which is just a single attack. You don't really have to build up to it like a golf swing in a triple pound or something like that. So it's... Hunting Horn is alright for solo. It's not too bad. Hey, intern. But yeah, Cavenator can post next. Let's just cross our fingers that it's not going to be Bolt Reaver. Ugh. But I've probably already called it, haven't I? Have some wine. I just wouldn't want it to be Bolt Reaver because I wouldn't mind using a different hunting horn. Because I find that Blangonga hunting horn to be really ugly. I wish I had a nice paralysis hunting horn that gave attack up large like the Yamatsukami hunting horn in Freedom Unite. I love that hunting horn. Although it didn't have so much paralysis that you would often get the paralysis off. I hate saying often then off. But yeah, the Yamatsukami hunting horn was really good in Freedom Unite. Really good. Lovely weapon. In fact, most of the Yamatsukami weapons are just damn good. But yeah, there is no decent paralysis hunting horn in the series except for the Yamatsukami horn. So there's really only one game where you can use hunting horn and still boost the team with attack up large and deal decent paralysis. On top of that, it also has reasonable raw damage, so... Are we getting a quest? Does he need to be informed that he's posting? I mean, what's... Juvenator, inform him, please. Or, if he's getting ready. He's welcome to do that, I suppose. He's probably working out what he needs. That's likely what's going on here. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I can show you the different hunting horns that I have. You've seen... Actually, you've seen a lot of them. You've seen most of them, actually. The only ones you haven't seen... No, you've seen all of them except this stupid guitar. P4 post, there you go. P4. But yeah, that's really all I need for hunting horns in this game. Don't need more than that. And it's all elements. I wasn't going to make status horns or anything like that. It's not too bright, is it? Outside. It might be a little too bright. Actually, it's not too bright. What I'll make sure of is that it's not... that my chroma key isn't too strict for this lighting. There we go. That's going to be a little more reasonable, I feel. Well, it's a bit like waiting for the Rapture when waiting for Cavenator to post. How about this? You got 60 seconds. Then again, Vernon's AFK anyway, so... You're fast losing your right to post, my friend. Okay, I'll post something. I'll post something weak to Thunder. I don't know if that was 60 seconds, but you know. What's weak to Thunder around here? Plesioth, yeah. Hyper Plesioth, let's do it. You don't want to post? You can hunt a Hyper Plesioth. Enjoy. Enjoy. I don't know the last time I hunted a Plesioth with a hunting horn, that's new. That's definitely new. Fuck, says Juvenator, well. Don't be annoyed for him. Wait. Why does it go from fire res to fire res again? Well, I guess it's the dragon res that's different. Oh god, not having good luck with Exchanger today. It's not one of those days. Well, it is one of those days, as in it's not a good day. Don't know if I want Insomniac. Go, no. I mean, I don't really care about much of this. I want to do more damage with shadow boxing. Not sure how long Vernon will be AFK. Hopefully not for too long. But yeah, this hunting horn is... This has the same skills as the twin shell castanet and the Valstrax hunting horn. I haven't used the Valstrax hunting horn on camera yet, but you've seen it. I'm happy to use it in the next hunt, provided the monster is actually weak to dragon, but yeah, that's 3 horns with the exact same skills. I'm not saying like similar skills, I'm saying exact same. Like your meta build. I don't think a meta build would include the Lightbreak Ember. That would be my reaction to that. But, you know, as far as it being a good greatsword set, yeah, it's fine for Valor style. It's actually good for Valor style. The greatsword, it's not meta. Meta is not Blast Greatsword with low raw. That's definitely not meta, but... yeah, we did finish eating at the same time. Exactly the same time. Well, I guess you were joking about. Well... Atulkar is... I would argue that Atulkar is not the meta greatsword for Valor Greatsword. It is in fact a high raw greatsword that has 3 slots. A lot of the meta armor sets require 3 slots. Look, I think that there would be an alternative that would be better than that. I refuse to believe that Atulkar greatsword is the best for that. I think it's just what everyone uses because... You know, you've got these builds that get spread around. No one actually considers if there's a better possibility, like a better option out there. I think there would be better options. But it is the typical one that you'd find. I look funny in-game? Or do I look funny in person? That's fine, Vernon. It wouldn't be fine if you were gone for like 20 minutes, but for that length of time, that's quite alright. I look funny in-game. Well, that's what happens when you're too lazy to do the transmog endgame. Maybe the time will come that I'll actually transmog everything. Can you imagine? Maybe I'll do it when I hit Hunter Rank 999. You know what? Let's do that. That's exactly what we'll do. When I hit Hunter Rank 999, and I just have nothing else to do in the game, I will do the transmog endgame. I will transmog every single armor set that I have, which is going to be an incredible task. You could technically say that that's not the only thing that I could do in the game. I could also try to get that stupid large gold crown, as if I would want to, but, you know, that would be technically something I could do. In other words, kill all of my own EX monsters. Well, kill all EX monsters that I have of my own. There you go. I really should have brought sonic bombs. It's kind of funny seeing that hyper effect underwater. But yeah, I have no interest in doing the deviants. Did I say hyper or did I say deviant? I didn't talk about hyper or deviant, I just said EX, which is sufficiently descriptive. And certainly not incorrect. Can you just get the fuck over here? I'm kind of surprised that I can hit your head from here. I don't think it was like that in 2nd gen. Alright, let's start with self-improvement. Don't you water beam me. He didn't water beam me, he decided to... Oh no, I thought he was going to go back into the water. I hate it when you do this, Bloodzilla. You know, just when I thought that I wouldn't need Insomniac... Remember it was an option, and I was thinking, no, I wouldn't need Insomniac for anything. Well, it turns out that actually I could have gotten some use out of it. Stop hitting me! I'm just trying to play my music and I'm stuck in a fucking combo from a Plesioth. Yeah, that's fine, Vernon. Oh no. Am I out of range? Oh, look at the range of that tail. Is that not the most disgusting thing you've ever seen? The range of that tail is truly terrible. It is truly, truly terrible. And it is not pleasant. Look at that. Ultra hip check. I mean, that is a scary hip check right there. Let me try to get the right order. Okay, it is this, I believe. Sorry, it's taken me so long to get attack up large on the go. The reason is because I've been taking so many damn hits, and I think I'm about to take another. Oh no, we got hit with a damage threshold there. Or he... See, you can't attack that head when he does his water beam anymore because he moves his head from side to side and you get hit by the damn water beam. See, he usually does that in the older games. Well, he only does that in the older games, where his head remains stationary and he just fires his water beam in one direction. But here, he does this side to side. Look at that tail! Whoever thought that was okay needs to die. Okay? Let's get some defense up. Oh, excuse me. Here I thought I was out of range. I was not. Because I clearly forgot that I was hunting Plesioth. You dick. I mean, those spines on the tail, like on the end of the tail, they increase the attack range of that tail. Or the hitbox of the tail, we could say. Exponentially. Please tell me the legs are weak points. They're not. Not to my understanding. But hitting the legs knocks him down, so that gives you an opportunity to attack his head, even though it flops around a lot and you can't really hit it consistently. Look, Plesioth is not a monster with high health, so it doesn't matter as much that you're not hitting a weak point constantly. The issue with Plesioth is not his health, it's the way he fucks you. And especially in hyper form. Well, I guess if we're hunting a hyper Plesioth, he does have a lot of health, but relative to other hyper monsters, not really. At least I wouldn't imagine so. But he's not going to last too long, don't worry about it. This is not going to be even a 10-minute hunt. Particularly because I am running attack up large, and Vernon is running Pierce light bowgun. So based on that, I mean, we could two-man this thing in less than 10 minutes with that setup, I believe. So yeah, this will not take 10 minutes. You can see that in 4th generation, this monster does not go into the water all that often. Fortunately. Fortunately. If this would DOS, he'd be fucking going straight back into the water. What he does is he fucking jumps onto the shore and will turn around and waddle back to the water. I mean, that's what he does. He's a dick. An actual dick. Here we go. So imagine that. Imagine he waddles back into the water immediately. What are you doing? The water is your friend. That is not of this generation. What you just saw is not of this generation. Like, you would think that they would actually fix the AI of this monster by 4th gen to make it so that he wouldn't waddle to the water, waddle to the shoreline, hip check nothing, and then not even go in the water. Like, that's some 2nd gen / 1st gen AI right there. I can't believe what I just saw. Maybe it's Capcom's way of saying, it wasn't actually bad AI, that's just how the monster is. He was designed that way intentionally. I don't know, Capcom, I'm not buying it. Yeah, I'm not buying it. But yeah, when I was talking about the spines of the tail, so you're not getting hit by this. You're not getting hit by the webbing here. You're getting hit by this, by the edge of the spines. Now that increases the range of this tail ridiculously. I would say about here on the spines, about here, is the edge of the hitbox. And that's really bad. That's really bad. It's very easy to get hit by a Plesioth tail. Yeah, I really want to become famous Octotoe. I want to get bot followed, please. If I don't get bot followed, I'll never survive on Twitch. Okay. So that was a delight. We will now no longer have Vernon at our side. We'll have to hope that we get a decent 4th hunter to take player 2 slot. Oh, that's right, I need to get some max potions, don't I? And I don't have any in the box. No wonder I didn't think to put them in my inventory. It's because I didn't have them lit up in the box to say, you need to put these in your inventory, Doomlink. Well, I guess I might go and check. I mean, I definitely have what I need to make plenty, because I've been specifically trading for dragon toadstools and honey, so let's go and, oh, I need to re-request a trade. Let's do that now. No, that's not some sort of terrible realization that I've just come to, that I actually was not trading at all. I have traded, I've done at least 2, well, I guess a total of 20 rounds of honey and dragon toadstools, alternating between prioritizing honey and prioritizing dragon toadstools, but the point is that I should have plenty to make more max potions, so I will do that now. You can post Juvenator. Actually, no, let Cavenator post. He was going to post before, but he decided to not post for reasons beyond my understanding. And, yeah, so maybe he wants to post now. If he wants to post Bolt Reaver, he can. He can post Bolt Reaver. Just not Bolt Reaver G1, please. But, any other Bolt Reaver's fine. Even if it's EX, we'll do it. But I don't think he has EX unlocked yet. What was I going to do? That's right, I was going to combine max potions. If you were able to talk to Capcom, what would you say? You know, as much as I give Capcom shit, they don't have an easy job. To keep someone like me happy, they don't have an easy job, which is why they don't even try. They don't even try to keep me happy. So that's alright. What I would say to them is, get some outside help on how to balance a video game, and then you might do alright. That's what I'd say to them. Like, that's the biggest issue with Capcom, it's their inability to balance. They just can't do it. They've never been able to do it. Never have they been able to do it properly. But the games were good enough in the past for you to be able to overlook it, at least in my opinion. But now they've reached a point where the balancing is just a glaring issue that cannot be ignored, because there's nothing to really cushion the displeasure. So, well, yeah, of course, bringing 4 Ultimate to Switch would be an intelligent thing to do. What the hell is going on with this Chinese guy? He joined and then he left. He obviously was not impressed with whatever was on the board. I need to combine for max potions. Let's actually do that now. So we need some nutrients. Do we have mega nutrients? We do. We can at the very least make 33 right here, right now. So I'll make 33, but I'm not stopping there. I'm also going to make some mega nutrients from the nutrients that I have right now. Oh! I turned all my honey into mega potions. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm trading again. I've got enough max potions for a little while anyway. Goody. Let's see what's on the board. Pain is on the board. Oh. Yeah, you're quite right about that. What is Sanctuary? Sanctuary. That's not... I'm not going here to post, I'm just checking to see if it's the Amatsu location. No, that's... What's that called again? Keeping in mind that it didn't receive an official translation in Portable Thirds, so... What does the S stand for? S Pinnacle. Isn't it so stupid that... they shorten it, but it never received an official translation, so we don't know what the S stands for, or at least I don't know what it is. I can't even remember what it was called in Portable Third, but it wasn't S Pinnacle, I can tell you that. That's Wyvern's End Locale. Oh, the Shagaru area. Ah, I see. Sanctuary. That's interesting. I'd never paid attention to that. Nightcloak, what the fuck are you weak to? I can guess that Deadeye is weak to water, unless they swapped it to ice or something. But I might check both just to see. So, Deadeye. Where art thou in the list? There you are. Deadeye is weakest to water, still. And Nightcloak is weakest to water, but barely, so water is the way to go. Nightcloak, much like regular Malfestio, is not very weak to element. So, I will be going water, hunting horn. And I don't know if I should be doing that for a quest like this, but we're doing it anyway. I'm a hunting horn main today. I'm not necessarily going to commit to using only hunting horn this whole time, but like for the whole damn quest, but I feel like I should. Well, no, I feel like I'm going to continue using it for a little while, but I'm not actually going to do it for the whole quest. So I might. No, I'm still going to try and get Exchanger. There's Exchanger. Do I really want Jinx Cat at the start of a quest like this? I think I do. I'm gonna be that guy who eats the gourmet voucher when everyone else is eaten. Yeah. Jinxed Cat. Great. Okay, so skills are as follows, or songs are as follows, I should say. And we should be under control. Get up off the ground, please. It's so funny that you're drunk, yes. Let's go. Alrighty. I would never identify as a dooter, but I guess well, I mean, I've always been able to say that to a certain extent. Again, every time Cavenator takes 2 stacks, this guy is out of control. He has such little self-confidence that he always takes 2 stacks. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Show some respect to your teammates, man. Just takes 2 stacks because he can get away with it. Unbelievable. I know it's him, because every time I hunt with him, he takes 2 stacks. Like, 2 stacks are taken every time I hunt with him, so I've put 2 and 2 together and realised that he's the one. And really, who would wonder? Anyway. Let's play the old song. It's not a matter of, like, again, it's just respect for the team. You don't take more than what you have been apportioned. There's 4 hunters, so you have 4 stacks of potions, so you don't take 2. And surprisingly, actually I should be doing defense as well, shouldn't I? The only thing that I like about that double hit is the fact that you can play songs faster as a result. I don't like it for dealing damage, because again, it's not as good for dealing damage. People think it is, because they think, oh, a double hit's going to do more damage. Well, I don't quite think so. At least not DPS-wise, but anyway. Point is that... Oh, that was a good flinch. Point is that while it might not be good for damage application, at least not in my opinion, it is quite good for playing songs.
This is the combo you want to be doing. Maybe not as good for KO in that sense, but we're in that situation. God, this Malfestio is not going to be having a good day. Now, I don't think I've ever used a Hunting Horn while confused. Well, that's Deadeye, hello. I don't think this Malfestio is going to last too long, so while having to deal with a Deadeye at the same time is not going to be all that pleasant. Provided we focus quite aggressively on this Malfestio, we shouldn't have to deal with two monsters at the same time for too long. Now, unfortunately, elementally I'm not doing much damage to this guy, but let's actually do Sonic Smash here. Hopefully I don't hit Chris. Oh, that was good. Sonic Smash on the face, that's what I like to see. That's good damage. Even at level 1 Sonic Smash, that's pretty good damage. So. Oh dear! It's quite an aggressive Beak Slam. I haven't fought too much Deadeye, by the way. I have not really fought much of either of these deviants, but yeah. You are attacking nothing, my friend. Are you dead? Yes, you're dead. Good. So, let's try to work on this Garuga. I'm guessing the next Malfestio is also timed. I don't think the next Malfestio will spawn once that one despawns. I believe how it works is the first two will have reduced health, and then the last Nightcloak will have full health. That's what I believe to be the case. I could always be wrong, and do correct me if I am wrong. I don't find myself to be some kind of infallible encyclopedia of Monster Hunter knowledge. Especially not of this generation Monster Hunter. But, yeah. God, I love the lighting right now. Isn't it not just perfect? Or is it not just perfect? I need to play my song. Need to get on that. I have been negligent. No, 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 no. Here we go. And then defense is to follow. Those Beak Slams are just unpleasant. Just unpleasant. Well, we'll settle for that. 10% boost to defense, and it looks like I'm focusing on self-improvement now. And definitely we want attacks harder to break. Is that what they still call it? I'm assuming it is. No, they call it attack deflection prevention. Now, I would say that's a little better than attacks harder to break. I think it was called attacks harder to break in both, well, I suppose it would be Freedom 2, Freedom Unite, and possibly also Portable Third in the fan translation. So, yeah. There were a lot of things in the original fan translation of Portable Third that were very second gen in their naming. So anything that hadn't been named in Tri or translated in Tri was given second gen naming. But interestingly, the Portable Third patch was updated after the release of 3 Ultimate in the West. So the last update of the Portable Third English patch would have come after, or at least during the year of 2013, which is interesting to note. But yeah. So for example, Jinalgo's, Sonoga, and all that business. And particularly skill translations. That was the biggest thing to change. But, yeah, it was good. I used the original translation, once upon a time. But I did, as everyone did, who got the game when it came out, I had to start with Japanese, and I couldn't read a lick of Japanese, and it was bad. It was hard. I struggled. But, and you'd think that I would have learned a bit of kanji as a result, but I didn't even try to learn. I didn't want to learn. It was so far removed from what I was used to that I didn't even want to learn. I wish I'd tried to learn, because had I done so, I would have probably been ahead of my current, well, I wouldn't go so far as to say studies, but, you know, at least I'd know some kanji, more than I do now. But I don't. And what annoys me is that I was younger then, so the younger you are, the easier you pick up a language. Could have used that as an excuse to learn Japanese at that time, but I didn't. But you can't sit there and regret all the things you could have done, because then you'll be agonizing forever. So I should be able to play the full 20% in one go. Oh no, it played attack as well. You know what's really annoying? I'm blocking a lot of the songs that are being played just by being on the left side of the screen. I don't like that they changed the song pop-up to be sort of towards the bottom left side, as opposed to just being straight dead center. I liked it when it was straight dead center because it took your attention. It seemed like a good thing. This is not good. This is not a good time to be. Well, that was a good double life powder there. Nice work, guys. And thank you. Have I played attack? No, doesn't look like I have. I played defense, didn't I? Yeah. So let's get attack going again. I would like to get in and physically hit the monster. Sorry if I hit anyone. I'm doing this for the song, not to deal damage. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing the slam. Please don't flinch me out of this, Malfestio. Thank you. Whoa! Only barely managed to play that. Oh, shit. Don't you combo me. Now, this Malfestio, as you can see, is the actual G5 level. He's dealing heavy damage, and he's likely got a lot of health too. No. Let's try and get a KO here. I need to do some self-improvement again. Very good. When we're getting knockdowns like this, while everyone's got attack up large, you know a lot of damage is being dealt. Especially if the hunting horn guy's aggressively hitting the head. So, that's encouraging. And I'm glad to be boosting the damage of people such as, well, all of you guys actually, because you've all got heavy raw. We've got Grimclaw Greatsword, we've got Bloodbath Greatsword, and Diablo's Charge Blade, all heavy raw, which is going to definitely be significant in its damage output. All weapons will be significant in their damage output with an additional 20% attack. So, very good. Just increasing movement speed. Oh, am I out of range of that? I seem to be. Just as well, just as well. It's getting quite bright outside. Hopefully that's not too bright now. But... might have to get defense going again. Oh, a bit late on that defense. Oh, we're fucking one death from failure. We have to be very careful, guys. We have to be very, very careful. Because it would be a terrible shame to fail this one. A terrible shame. Trying to keep the hell away from you. I will play defense again. Okay, Vanita, shit. Okay, he was fortunately not at risk of being comboed. But again, once Chris gets back into the room, I will top up defense and then do attack. Defense is the priority with a single death remaining. Hello, Beta. You can change it to appear in the middle? That's pretty cool. I will actually check that out. I would really like that. Alright, so we're doing defense. And just when I was talking about lighting being quite bright. Oh, it disappeared and then it reappeared, so I don't even know. But let's get defense happening. Let's do it now. This is a great opportunity. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to play songs. I suppose I can always go in and deal some damage as well. In fact, that would be the smart thing to do. Okay, let's be really careful here. We've all got defense up large, and yet still taking heavy hits, so... what next? This note, here we go. Alright. Moment of truth. Beat on him. Beat on him. I have a feeling that it is not timed, the arrival of this one. I think he arrives when the Deadeye despawns. This is bad. Taking very heavy damage here. With 1,050 defense. Whoa, that looked like he was falling out of the air actually, but no, he was coming after me. Back off. Damn jester bird. I'm actually going to do the double hit there because I wanted additional range to hit the head from that position. It still wasn't enough range actually. Yeah, this is G5 Nightcloak. We just killed a reduced health Nightcloak and reduced health Deadeye Garuga. And now we're fighting full health, full damage G5 Nightcloak. So... it's not too nasty, he's not that hard of a deviant. But the pressure is on because we are one death from failure, so we cannot fail this. And I think I might... oh, there you go. That's a successful one. Nice work, guys. Sub 15. With one death remaining, but... at least we got it done. Nice work. I think I have done EX Nightcloak as well. I seem to recall doing light bowgun just because I was afraid. I'd never fought. I think the first time I fought Nightcloak was EX level, and might have even been on camera, I'm not sure. But it probably was, if I think about it, but... yeah, that was, that wasn't too hard either. That EX Nightcloak, so this was alright. I would say that this would be harder than EX Nightcloak, because you don't just have to survive the Nightcloak monster, you also have to, well, I guess there's two Nightcloaks. You have to survive the first one, as well as the Deadeye, and then fight this one. I find this to be harder than the EX, personally. Which is not necessarily to suggest that this is particularly hard, it's instead to suggest that the EX is not a very difficult EX monster. Got a little bit of Deadeye stuff there. Alright. You have EX? Well, let's give this guy a turn, Chris. I'll let Chris post. I don't want to do back-to-back Nightcloaks, but we'll give Chris a turn. See what he posts. P2 can post. Oops. Garuga Silver Pelt. There was a time when Silver Pelt was quite a rare drop for Garuga. Those times are long behind us. Well, unless you still play second gen. I can't remember if Silver Pelt drops in first gen. It might, but probably does. But I haven't fought much Garuga in first gen because he's basically Fatalis level difficulty and harder. I don't know what they were thinking with Garuga in first gen, but he's basically an Elder Dragon. He's got Lao Shan Lung level health, and he hits like a truck, and it's just really weird. I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, that's Garuga in first gen. I mean, oftentimes you just repel him, like you can't even kill him. Because he flies away after, I think it's like a 30-minute quest or something, and he just flies away, and you're like, oh, fun. Of course, he comes back wounded, I would assume, but I don't know. It's not a nice hunt. Not at all. And when I say that it's a Yangaruga that you're more likely to repel than kill, and he has Laoshan lung level health and hits like a truck, that's not hyperbole, I'm 100% serious. He's a miserable hunt, absolutely miserable. The worst. In fact, I would go so far as to say that the worst hunt in the series is a first-gen Yangaruga. Worst hunt in the series. He's just pure misery. Now, some would say, oh, that's not a difficult hunt at all. Those people are either posturing, or they've become so terribly used to the monster that they don't see difficulty in it anymore. But, yeah. I'm not a fan of Yangaruga at all. You know what? I'm not going to use a hunting horn for this quest. I'm going to wait until there's a monster that's weak to... Well, I don't think Gormagala is really weak to dragon. I think it's mostly Chaotic and Shagaru that are weak to dragon, but I will check anyway. If Gormagala takes... Let's say dragon's a secondary elemental weakness for Gormagala. If it is, then I'll use the Valstrax hunting horn. Where are you, Gormagala? Gormagala. Nope. Dragon's a tertiary weakness. At least in my opinion. Yeah, tertiary weakness. Thunder would be your secondary. So, let's not do that. Let's do longsword. Fire longsword. I'll bring the... Well, I've got two options. In fact, I'll let you guys choose. Would you rather I use the Molten Vulgar, 340 raw, 22 fire, negative 10% affinity, decent purple? Or should I use Wyvern Blade Garnet, 340 raw, 34 element, no negative affinity, but only a little bit of white, a little bit of blue? If I get 3 yays for the same thing, then I'll probably use that. Oh. What's Cavenator saying? Are you leaving? On what basis? On the basis that you're not posting? Or do you actually need to do something? Alright, well I'll use Lavazioth, seeing as though you're the only one saying so. Molten Vulgar. Yeah, I suppose you don't see Lavazioth weapons, do you? At least not in this generation. Oh, yep. 2 more yays for Molten Vulgar. I just happen to have 2 choices here. Cavenator, if you're leaving, listen to me very carefully. If you're leaving, don't stick around. Because I'd like to maybe fill your slot. I'ma go play Roblox. This guy's gonna go and play Roblox. And you know what? That's great. But as I said, please vacate the space so we can actually get a 4th person. Thank you. I would not even begin to separate you from Roblox, okay? You have every right to play that game, but please. I'd love to get another person in. Anyway. Hey, Beta's straight in. Good to see. Happy days. Alrighty. Might actually top up my Mega Dash juice. Just because, you know, might need it. It's better to have it on hand than worry about not having it. I bet Chris is like, what? This guy's gonna leave to play Roblox? What's going on? Yeah, fire for Gormagala. Thunder's okay. No, I wouldn't even say any other element is okay. I would say fire or go home. Well, fire or raw would be what I'd say. Fire or go home is not fair, because of course raw is always an option. But yeah, I mean that's probably... I mean that's something you talk to your friends about. It's like, guess what happened to me today? I was playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and this guy said, bye, I'm gonna go play Roblox. That's something you tell your friends, you know. Might even be worth talking about years in the future too. Anyway. There's a first time for everything, and that would be the first time I've personally experienced that. I don't know if any of you have been playing Monster Hunter and you've heard someone say that. But, yeah. This is my first day of experiencing something like that. Okay, something wicked. Hyper Gorumagara. Gorumagara. You know, you have to say it like a commanding Japanese man. Gorumagara. Gorumagara. Otherwise, there's no point. May as well just say it in English, you know. As far as long sorting a Gormagala, fairly easy because he does move around, but he's got a lot of stationary attacks as well, so you can usually get your spirit gauge up without much difficulty. Also, thank you for the follow, Elieso1. I need to get in the habit of moving my pop-up chat so that it's not covering the list of follows and subs and all that. Well, that's not too unusual, autonomic. That's kind of normal. Although I suppose not everyone says it. You know, if someone says it, it probably means they don't. It probably means they've got. Well, I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, it's not something you usually say unless you've got an insecurity. Okay, I think I just got farted on. This is great. This is great. Now, I don't know if any of you have brought deodorants to Gormagala hunts, but for some reason I foolishly didn't do that today. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't bring a deodorant to a Gormagala hunt, but I didn't, so here I am with almost no fucking health against a Hyper Gormagala, suffering the effects of stench, and thus forth I'm unable to heal. And I'm at risk of death. Oh, you... Okay, well thanks for the life powder, I appreciate that. Hello, Eagle. Actually, it's Egule. Egule. We'll say Egule. In typical Twitch name style, it's a name that can never be read at a glance. It's always, you know, I have to sit there and look for about 3 seconds to work out how to bloody say it. It's a prerequisite to joining Twitch that you have a name that cannot be read at a glance by a streamer. I think it's like an unspoken rule, actually. There's never been a place on the internet where so many people congregate with names that cannot be read at a glance. It's incredible. Might get Unhinged Spirit on the go. Get it on the face. Ooh. Let's go and blast some damage into his face. With Tri-Longsword. Lost my purple sharpness, which might be worth sharpening back up to, because I don't think I have too much in the way of white or blue. But I think I've got a decent amount of purple. Let's double check that. Okay, I have about the same amount of blue as I have purple, but almost no white, so... Now we'll sharpen it. Because blue sharpness isn't all that fun. Seems like Beta's using the not so good Fire Sword and Shield. It's actually better to stick with Gold Raytheon. Can you stop farting on the tail? I'm trying to carve here. But I do like Platinum Dawn in terms of its design, but Golden Radius ends up being better, stats-wise, at least in my opinion. There goes Chris, he's down for the count. At least he didn't get farted on like I did. Well, I didn't get farted on that time, but it was close, you know. I was within an inch of smelling monkey gas. Well, actually, I was smelling it, but I wasn't affected by the stench, we'll put it that way. I mean, if you're that close to a large monkey fart, you're probably going to be smelling it, but whether or not it's going to affect your ability to consume consumables is another matter. Generally not. Unless it is touching you. If you've been touched by the fart, yes. If you have not, then no. Oh. Might get another unhinged spirit ready. Once you stop jumping around. Now, it's very rare that I find him up there. But he's going to probably come down almost immediately. As soon as I come up here, he's going to go back down. Oh no. Well, that's different. Let's find him up here for a change. Oh no. Of course, the idea is that if you flinch him up here, he'll get stuck in the thing, the mesh, I guess you could call it. Ugh. Got a sub-quest. Definitely going to get Unhinged Spirit ready, now that I've lost all this charge. Oh no, I'm stuck in a combo at a rather nasty time. No, I'm not going to continue with that. Had I continued with that, I would have taken that hit. I'm smarter than that. Alrighty, we'll heal up. Let's play it safe. You know, some people are in a terrible habit of not healing often and they die as a result. And there are some people who only die because they don't heal often. It's always worth just healing up, it makes life easier. You have to take a little moment away from the hunt to do it, but I'd say it's worth it. It's not just peace of mind, it's safety. Your DPS is going to be a whole lot worse if you find yourself being carted off to camp and being unable to hit the monster for the best part of a minute. So, yeah, I would say, go heal yourself. You never know what can happen. Sometimes weird combos happen. You get targeted way too much and your position in relation to the monster is awkward, so you can't avoid it, and yeah. You can probably survive it if you're at full health, but not if you're at half health. Alrighty, good hunt. Goody, goody. There's a very interesting name for a material. A Gormagala Eclipse. Ooh, Gormagala Eclipse. Just lovely. elevator. The sword looks pretty damn good with... Oh, that's a nice attack. I like that attack. Oh, goodness me. It's not really a hunter outfit you've got on there. Beta. Imagine dressing like that to a monster hunt. That would be rather unusual. Although I suppose technically you could have stranger outfits, like a giant cat suit. Don't know about giant cat suits. Or skin-tight black gimp suits. Things of that nature. Yeah, the best thing is to have something stylish but also functional. That's what you want. Alright, so... yeah, Juvenator Compost. Just for the sake of it, I'll say P3. If it's Raging Brachydios, I think I'm going to put my head through a wall, okay? Just letting you know before you post it. That I'll put my head straight through a solid wall if you post Raging Brachydios again. Oh! That's a pleasant surprise. I like that weapon you've got there. Is that a greatsword or a longsword? That's a greatsword. Oh, what a lovely greatsword. Legendary Garo sword. I really want that. Just because I love the design of it. Do I have the tickets to make it? Probably not, but I'd like to see what the tickets are. Garo sword. I won't have the tickets to make the fully upgraded one, but... Zaruba. What a fucking cool greatsword. Look at that. Now, as a longsword, it wouldn't be quite as cool, but as a greatsword, that's really cool. I like that a lot. I would actually opt to use that just for the look. What is the quest? Well, I haven't started making it, have I? I didn't randomly make it, like actually make it at some point, and have since forgotten. Doesn't look like it, no. Okay, let's go make it. But, you know, first level. I won't have what I need to fully upgrade it. Garo sword. True Garo sword. It's actually not looking too bad. That's actually pretty decent. I only need 2 more Zaruba fragments. So that's actually not too bad at all. I probably only need to do 1 more quest. At worst, 2 more. But I don't know what the quest is, so... yeah. Okay, so... what is it again? Amatsuma Gatsuchi. Hunting Horn. Fire or dragon? Let's see. Probably fire, but... I'll check. Oh. No, dragon's perfectly appropriate. It's hard to say if dragon is the primary or if fire is the primary. What I can say is that there is no hit zone elementally for Amatsu that drops below 15. But for dragon, there are 3 hit zones that are only at 10. It's very hard to discern which is the primary weakness. But what I would say is that both are perfectly viable, so I will go Hunting Horn, and I will use the Valstrax Hunting Horn finally. But before I do that, I will go to the bathroom. Well, before I depart on the quest. Unless I stick around... you know what? I'll stick around in the first area. That's what I'll do. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go and join the quest. And look for Exchanger as I usually do. We're out now. Oh, there you are. You'd better give it to me. Very good. I know it's going to give it to me when I have the arms thrust in the air animation. If it were 3 skills, not necessarily, but if it's only 2, then yeah. Okay, I'll be back momentarily. I have returned. G rank DLC quest called Into the Maw of Darkness. Which quest is that again? Trying to remember. Not too sure. I've done it at least 4 times, but I can't quite remember. Into the Maw of Darkness. Who has a big maw? I guess Nibblestaff? I don't know. Anyway. That's always good. Walk straight into the hunt and take a big hit from the chest of the Amatsu. Not even from the bloody arm from the side, like a straight on chest impact. Which means that my positioning was less than good. I'm going to focus first and foremost on attack up for the team. Forget self-improvement. Doomlink, you've been away too long. You've been away too damn long. Oh, that one. The fucking really difficult Hyper Zenoga quest that starts off with Raytheon. Or Gold Raytheon. Yeah, I do remember that quest. I did it somewhat recently. I'm not sure if it was done successfully on camera recently, but I did do it. Oops. I'll stop that. I'm trying to play my music. Where'd you go? Oh, hello. You're causing trouble for me, Amatsu. You're gonna have to stop that. It's very nice of you to do that, whoever did that. No, damn it. I'm gonna keep away from the head when I do another slam. Assuming this is the... No, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. This is what I want. Why do I keep pressing the wrong frickin'... Okay, let's hit him. Come on. Very good. Or hit her, whatever you want to say. That's what I wanted to do. I kept on hitting red instead of purple. Purple. Annoying as it is. Well, the good thing here is that I'm doing self-improvement at the same time, so don't have to do that now. Because I had my double notes going. Oh. Yeah, hunting horn's a little bit awkward with this monster if you're trying to physically hit the monster, but unless I aim for the face is quite low to the ground ordinarily, but... Oh. That's a mount. Goodie. Goodie. I'll probably go for another 30 minutes, by the way. So, 2 or 3 more hunts would be my guess. Unless they're lengthy hunts. We'll see. Now, sadly, this head really does move around a lot, as you can see. Moves quite a lot. Actually, for this, I think no. You know, an interesting thing with Amatsu Magatsuchi is that when you put her to sleep, she's actually still floating in the air. I didn't mean to do that. Stop that. Oh. Hit her. There we go. I feel like it's easier to knock her down in this game. In Portable Third it was a little harder. I'm not sure. It feels like that. There goes the tail. But yeah, it's a bit crowded around that little head. So I don't know if I really want to be attacking it, but I'm still going to try. I'd like that KO actually. I'd quite like it. I'm trying to position myself away from the path of those twisters. Let's do some more attack up. That's not the note, Doomlink. And then you. Let's try not to be interrupted with this one. The sound of the horn is a little strange. It doesn't quite match the image, although I'm not sure what would sound right, having said that. It's so strange to me that blue is triangle. Excuse me, a triangle and circle. Well, X and A. Thank you for the follow, Shiro? Shiro? I don't know how to refer to you. I never know how to refer to people. Most don't agonize over it. I do. I really should have taken that as an opportunity to hit the head. It's just, I don't like the fact that the head is always swinging from side to side. I don't like that at all. Is it worth? No, I'm not going to do the Farcaster here, am I? I'm willing to try and avoid this myself. I'm not being targeted, Beta's being targeted by the looks of it. Yeah. Yeah, Bliss is easier, isn't it? Will do. Let's hit the old face. If we can. Which I can't at this time. Okay. Now I think that's the best attack for KO, isn't it? That backward swing. Could be the best for damage also. Maybe not better than the actual pound, but... Okay, so that's a KO. KOs are a little bit weird with this monster. Now, I don't like that you can't skip the death scene of Amatsu in this game. At least not for the first 3 to 5 seconds. It's probably 3 seconds. Quick hunt, though. That was like a portable 3rd level hunt. Because if you get a full group of high-ranked people in portable 3rd to hunt Amatsu, she never lasts for very long. About 5 minutes. But here, usually it takes a little bit more time, but this was actually a quick hunt, so that was quite good. Alright. I do like the look of the horn as it plays songs, check that out. Looks like it's about to blast off or something. Like a certain monster that the horn is probably based on. Now the horn design is actually based on Crimson Glow Valstrax, not Valfalk. Crimson Glow Valstrax. It's like a bad joke. It's like you know what it is? It's like an April Fool's, but way too late. A belated April Fool's joke. Anyway, I'll try and not focus too much on that. Got us fire, that's pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think I have a single Amatsu weapon in this game, do I? Because I just don't make them. I don't find them to be worthwhile. In the other games, sure, but not this one. Can't believe it's only been 3 quests since I sent that through for trading. Unbelievable. Okay. Wait. Posted that was Juvenator. So Beta can post. And then we'll do into the Maw of Darkness, which is not going to be fun. You've maxed out your weapon. Excalius Sword. That's my Water Greatsword of choice as well. It's the Cedeus Greatsword. Honestly, probably a bit better in this game than it was in 3 Ultimate, to be honest with you. Red Helm EX, I'm happy to do that. Something a little different. Hello DMs. So Red Helm, let's see what he's weak to elementally. I've actually got no idea. It could be, it's probably not fire. It's probably ice. I said that I had no idea and I'm making estimates now. I think that it would be ice. Let's have a look. Wherever the hell I can find Red Helm. Red Helm, where are you? There you are. Oh, ice is kind of the secondary. Look, element is not that good of a choice for this monster. Really bad shot zones too, by the way. Don't use a gun versus Red Helm. Bad idea. Terrible shot zones. The best shot zone is a 38 on the head. 38. That's the best. Well. How about I use Raw Greatsword? Let's do that. It's a bit weird, but I think that might be a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun. Now, is the Toyo Hiza sword my only Raw Greatsword? I don't really feel like using it right now, I don't know why. I guess I have the Akantor God Sword, don't I? Could use my blunt set. Would I want to do that? No. Oh, there's an alternative. Although, I wouldn't be the only one using Blast Greatsword, would I? Oh no, I would be. Excellent. Let's go and get Sharp Greatsword with Teostra del Sol. Yeah. That's a little different to what I'm used to. Well, I needed the word of advice after checking his elemental weak points because, yeah, nothing to write home about, we'll put it that way. I was going to go raw, but I thought I'd use blast, just for something a little different. Explorer and Exchanger, yeah, Explorer. Perfect. Perfect for this hunt. I get to go to the S Pinnacle secret area. Well, if I don't know, I check. I was guessing it would either be fire or ice, and both are decent, comparatively speaking, but if you were to really look at them, wouldn't really be worth it. So, that's why I'm not doing element. And I'm certainly not shooting with a gun either, because shot zones, some of the worst shot zones I've seen on a monster since Yihan Garuga of old. And he probably still has shit shot zones, does he? Let's have a look. Gonna check the Yihan Garuga shot zones. What have we got? Oh no. Still terrible shot zones, but the head is a very good shot zone. Very good shot zone. In fact, yeah, maybe the head has always been a good shot zone, but everything else just fucking heinous. Just awful. Alright, I'm ready to go. I don't have time for buffing, what are you talking about? Hello. Right on your face, come on. Did you see that he kind of repositioned there? There was like a lag moment. I've never used a greatsword on a red helm. This is going to be new. I don't think this is really a smart decision, but I'm doing it anyway. I just feel like I'm going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when I'm charging my greatsword like this. There goes Juvenator. Oh, oh, that's nasty damage. Maybe EX greatsword was not a good idea. I don't know. Not really feeling it. I'm going to take this opportunity to heal. I'm not foolish. Was that, yes, someone has eaten for insurance. Fortunately, I was a bit selfish and ate for exchanger instead. He's got a big heavy ass that he's dropping on us. I do love that uppercut, it's so cool. Very cool attack. Chris managed to... Well, that was probably absolute evasion or absolute readiness. One of the two. Don't think he's actually running adept. Well. Okay. That's what you call an opportunity. That's why we have raw resistance, you see. You can see that I'm really waiting for my opportunities with this monster. You have to play like this, unfortunately, versus an EX, especially a monster like this that can... You know, he doesn't just attack front on. He's got a wide angle of attack. Sadly, because he's in this area, he cannot be trapped, and that's the reason why the EX monsters are in these arenas. It's because you cannot trap in these locations. Oh, that fucking wind press is ridiculous. I knew I was out of range of the hit, but again, the wind press is no fun, so I'm having to go further away again. Oh, bad. Okay, I didn't get hit by that, fortunately. Now, Moonbreaker is always worth doing. Always worth doing. Good damage. Provided it's level 3. And provided you get the final hit off. Which did not happen this time around. I need to shield this. Just, oh, damn it. Well, that's alright. Top up my health. And get ready to hit the face. There's a lot of catching up to do there. And annoyingly, the fucking arms are in the way. Oh, I think I got it on the face. I hope so, anyway. Doesn't feel too bad to lose my purple sharpness here, because of course this is a game where purple sharpness is not as strong as what. Fuck me in my anus, Chris, please. Do it a little more. I love getting flinched twice consecutively during a fucking paralysis. Unbelievable. It's not necessarily his fault, but god, that's annoying. I could not ask for a more annoying situation. Can you imagine that? You're right on the head, ready to do some damage during a paralysis, and you get double flinched. How frustrating. Anyway. I do love that uppercut, I really do. I'm actually going to follow up with this. Again, doing the weaker attacks with Greatsword, not too bad when you're running Blast, because at least you're getting some Blast build up here and there. There's nothing more miserable than what you just witnessed, provided you were watching. Here we go again. Okay. I'll have to find the right opportunity to do Brimstone Slash. The only time it's going to work is if I'm willing to take a hit, like now. Let's do it. Oh, now, it is not recommended that you do that, okay? That's called playing way too dangerously. But I realized that I wasn't willing to do it during a trap or a paralysis. Well, paralysis in this case. There is no trapping. So therefore I was only going to be able to do it as sort of a critical juncture-esque maneuver. It was just as well that I was in range, you know. It would have been very annoying to take that damage and not be in range to hit him. No, 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 no. Do not need to be comboed at this time. Okay. Try to find another Moonbreaker opportunity. I see Juvenator just did it. He got his final hit off, or his third hit off. This will be a good opportunity. Ow. Well, not literally ow, but I did get flinched. I'm saying ow to flinches. This is not good. Can I roll this? Oh, he actually did a longer... Well, it wasn't just a longer combo. He didn't even end up doing the big swing. There goes Juvenator. Death number 2. I might actually sharpen up. Oh dear. What an annoying thing you're doing right now. You're running away from us. That's literally what you're doing right now. Settle for level 1. Oh. Even then I can't roll out of the damn way. No max potion. Stay right there, Juvenator. Stay right there. Stay right there. Okay. Need to get back to them as quickly as possible. That's fine. Alright. Do not want to leave these two alone. Well, let's see how flash bombs work. Oh, that's good timing for a flash bomb. Because he is exhausted. Is this going to be in range? Oh, yes, I did get the hit off. At least I got the hit off. That's what I like to see. I don't mind taking a hit in return, but the worst is to do that and then not even manage to get a hit. It's so annoying to have that beautiful opportunity and then be stuck healing. I'll settle for level 1. Just wanted to get it on the face. No, I wasn't in range of that swipe. Thank God for that. I'm going to do a very rare upswing because I wanted to hit him from behind me. The only way I was going to do that was with an upswing. So. Now I would have actually, had I been in the wrong position, I would have taken that hit, if only for the fact that I was flinched by Chris and was unable to sheathe my weapon and run out of there. So that would have been pretty bad. Let's do a slam, get ready for Moonbreaker momentarily. Hey, that's it. That's what we want. Provided we get the last of the 3, we'll be under control. Well, we'll be dealing good damage with Moonbreaker anyway. No, that's not good. I couldn't turn around fast enough. Couldn't turn around fast enough. That's fucking nasty damage too. Absolutely nasty damage. Like, that's such a heavy hit. I must have been at like 9/10 health. And still, one shot. With whatever my defense is, 850, well, it's probably a little more than 853. No, it wouldn't have been. I don't think I ate for defense up. Hey, good timing. I will drink a max potion. I just wanted to get in and deal damage if I could, and I can. Alright, now we have to be very careful. So I do not have all the health I should. There we go. Now I'd say we are around 5 minutes from quest success. Hopefully. Oh! So how are we for deaths? One more. One more death and it's over. Damn it. No. The ultimate sitting attack.
EX sit.
Am I in range? That will have dealt the damage. No, don't you dare, don't you dare. See how much of my health that takes? That's why I died before. It's just an awful attack. Just awful. That's why I have to stay at full health. I actually have to watch that. Otherwise, I could very easily die. Thank you for moving into range. Ugh. Should have gone to the other side. Serious hunt though with Greatsword, it really keeps you on your toes. I'm not going to do another Brimstone Slash thing, because if I do, I'm going to end up wasting potions. So I'm not doing it. I'm not so rich in potions that I'd be willing to use them just for Brimstone Slash damage. I mean, the temptation is there to use it now. Let's do it. He should swing into me. There we go. Beautiful. What an ending strike. What an ending strike. Just lovely. Just lovely. I liked that. Nice work. Alright. Rejuvenator's like, holy shit. Well, I'm glad we didn't allocate all that time to that hunt just to fail it. No, that's fine. It's not just about being too scared to try mounting attacks or anything like that, Juvenator. The thing is that... Not Juvenator, Beta. The thing is, when you are one death away, you have to prioritize survival. You can technically say that the more aggressively you attack, the faster the monster will die, so the lower the chance that someone will die because the hunt will be over faster, but you can also argue that playing more carefully will allow you to hold out. But yeah, we were successful. That's what matters. Crisis +5, 3 slot, okay. May as well take it. That was a good hunt though. I like that. And that was a Gold Crown Large. Hey, what a good hunt. My first greatsword hunt of Red Helm Arzuros. It was a Gold Crown Large and it was also successful, so that's what we want. And max potions too, there we go. How are the hunts coming along? Pretty well. Pretty well. I will post a quest that is going to be of equal difficulty, if not more difficult than what we just did, into the Maw of Darkness. Awful hunt. Awful, awful. But we're going to do it. Forlorn Arena is right. I'm going to be quite forlorn. I am currently forlorn. Following the realization that I need to do this hunt to actually get the Garo Greatsword, but I'm going to bring, I guess, Heavy Pierce Bogan, yeah. No, they don't even show you the Raytheon. That's why I was very, very confused the first time I did this quest. It may have been on camera when I first did this quest. It was live, but it was a long time ago. It was probably 2 years ago at least. And, yeah, it was weird. I was like, why is there a Raytheon? But it's a timed spawn, I think. Or is it not? Maybe it's not. I think maybe... No, it's not. So, Zenoga will spawn when Gold Raytheon dies. The key is not to go carving the Gold Raytheon because it's not going to be worth it. So I will actually bring Moxie. Or... Well, here we go. Is anyone else eating for insurance? Can a Blade Master please eat for insurance? Beta, if you could eat for insurance, that would be super helpful, because I, as a gunner, feel that I need to eat for Moxie. So I will do that. Where was Moxie? I think it was in Defense Large. Here we go. Booster's not too bad either. Oh, you're going gun? Shit. Okay. Well, you hadn't changed yet. But, no, that's fine. We're definitely going to need to play quite seriously here. Quite seriously. I do like that, sir, because that's very much designed around the Absolute Bowgun. Which is called the Absolution Bowgun here, but I decided to live with the lower reload speed. Or slower reload speed. Alright, so we've got insurance, we've got Moxie. Well, I've got Moxie. We've got Weakener. Now, I still don't really understand how Weakener works. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of how that skill works. I don't know what the chances are that the monster's going to be weak. I don't know by what factor the monster is going to be weaker. I've got no idea. But, yeah. It's probably good. Yeah, that's correct, Beta. You don't need to bring smoke bombs because it's not timed. Zenoga will not spawn until Gold Raytheon dies. But in terms of elemental weaknesses, you are correct. Oh, I nearly fucked up royally. Oh no, I didn't nearly fuck up royally. I've got my pierce shots, good. I didn't check. Not checking would be tantamount to fucking up royally. But it would have been also quite terrible if I failed to check and actually didn't have the pierce shots that I needed. Alrighty. Now, because Cavenator's here, we don't have to worry about anyone taking an extra stack. Okay, I will actually open with Thunder Shots. At level 2. Sorry, Beta, you were probably going to boost the team. Oh no, you don't have... Never mind. You do not have Demon Shot. I'd forgotten what bowgun you were using. Now, I think Elemental Shot Zone is face, I think. You know what, I'm going to check it during this hunt. Whoa! I'm going to check what the best Elemental Shot Zone is. It's the wings and the head, I believe. Let me check. I'm watching the monsters still, I think, yeah. Raytheon. Gold Raytheon. Elemental is head and neck and wing. Head, neck, and wing. So around the head is ideal for element. But the wing is also good. Nice one. You're only going to do an additional 5 more damage if you go for the head, but... So in other words, the wing is also very good. It's 25 on the wing, 30 on the head, 30 on the neck. Yes. Gunpowder infusion, I believe, only increases physical damage of the weapon. Yeah, missed the face. Twice missed the face. Or the head, whatever you want to say. But yeah, the head is not good for physical attacks at all. It's good to break for rewards, wound rewards, pretty good for breaking the head, but not good for raw damage. Elementally, it's quite good to hit though. Oh no, I'm in a bad spot for that. I don't know if you realize how close I was to getting hit by 2 of those fireball explosions, but it was very close. Okay. You get the fuck away from me. I'm doing gunpowder infusion because why not? I'm doing quite a good job with missing the head here. I'm gonna shoot normal 2. Oh, stop it. Well, if I'm shooting normal 2, I have to aim for the legs, because that's your shot zone for gold wraithing. Let's see if there are other good shot zones. Shot zone, oh, head is a good shot zone. What? Oh. Excuse me, it seems that... Oh, a broken head is a good... Oh, that's interesting to know. If you break the head, it becomes a good hit zone for cutting an impact. That's very important to note. I didn't know that. I thought the head was always bad. But actually, if it's broken, it becomes good. But the head, it seems... Oh no, much... okay, the head is the same for shot damage in the sense that it's only good when broken, so... That works perfectly, actually. Because... I broke it with elemental damage, which will be good no matter what, and now that it's broken, I can use normal shot. And some people will say, oh, normal shots aren't all that good, but they don't... It is timed. It is timed. You know why I thought it wasn't timed? It's because usually this thing's dead. Oh no, this is not good. This is all kinds of not good. I contributed to this without a doubt. In fact, it's probably my fault. There we go. So, typically, Gold Wraithian will die before this guy spawns. Typically. It seems that rather than being strictly timed in the sense that he will no matter what spawn at a specific time, it seems that he will spawn at a specific time if the Wraithian's still alive, but will auto-spawn upon Gold Wraithian's death. I might actually let Red SP heal me. Fuck off. Hey, Potato. Or hello again, I suppose. Returned from lurking. Can't believe I've still got Void Piercer on this set. I mean, you'd think I'd replace it with something useful. I mean, even something like Absolute Evasion would be more worthwhile. But I guess I'm lazy. Don't have to worry as much about critical distance with Shot Booster here. For habit's sake, I like to keep within critical distance for Pierce, but... Oh, I was going to do a mid-air reload, but he did a mid-air hit the Doomlink. I never liked the mid-air hit the Doomlink. Because usually, oh, Juvenator, I think, survived only because of the life powder. I think that's what happened now. I think he got hit. No, he almost took it right in the face. But there was a flinch there. But yeah, we need to be really careful in this hunt. I really want to succeed here. Because I want that damn greatsword. Oh, look at us. Look at the team. And Chris is in the actual shit. Juvenator's dead. I said that before he died because I saw it coming. I mean, fuck me. Let's be very careful. I do not want failure. No. Awful. I'm glad I can take a hit. That's one good thing. I can take a hit and I've got Moxie. I'll let Red SP do the work again. I've only got 3 shots here. Let's do Gunpowder Infusion. Seeing as though I've got nothing to reload. Normally I would reload and then do Gunpowder Infusion. Alright. Alright. Hopefully you don't end up moving to a spot that's bad for Pierce. Oh, that's perfect. Just perfect. Beautiful. That's some damage right there. And I'm glad Chris is going heavy raw also. I'm not... Oh, beautifully done. Absolutely beautifully done. Phenomenal. Nice work, everyone. That's a double good hunt. Very, very good. Very well done. Very well done. That was a good time. Excellent work. Alright. Fun fact, you can see the username of everyone that has watched this stream on the Xbox Twitch app. That is interesting. People aren't allowed to lurk on the Xbox Twitch app. Well, they can't lurk anonymously. That was a good hunt. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, we're all getting spied on. Did I get 1 or 2? 1. Shit. I need 2. Well, we can always do that again. Maybe not immediately, but... Does that mean I have to go for longer? I really do want to do another one, but I don't want to do back to back. Give Chris a turn. Oh, capture taken. Didn't intend for that. Well, I guess I won't do another one. You're in the mood, Beta? Well. Alright. We'll do one more. We'll just do one more. Don't know if Chris will be happy about it, but... I mean, with a hunt that successful, we have to do it again. Come on. I have to do it again. And if Chris really wants to leave, he can. How about that? If he really wants to leave, he can, but... He's not getting passed over too hard. I will do one hunt after this. And... It'd be funny if it would end up being... the same quest he posted last time, which was Hyper Gorumagara. Because if it is, that would work quite well for my greatsword that I will have just acquired. Gourmet voucher. I think we'll do the same. I didn't end up needing Moxie actually, but... What's going on, Chris? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Are you going to get upset? You're going to get upset? What are you going to do? Are you indignant? Are you indignant? Me? I'll get a grip. Nah, not you. After this, buddy. Me? It's my turn. It's not a turns room. Where in the hub information does it say that it's a turns room? Where? Nowhere. Doesn't say it anywhere, my friend. So, you tell me. You can stay or you can leave. No, Cavenator left of his own accord for once. Come on, Chris. You're joining or you're leaving? Let's go. You're joining or you're leaving. I'll give him 60 seconds. No, I'll give him 120. Not that I'm going to count, but I feel weak. Well, use what you think is going to be good. Well, you've got positive 15 Thunder Res, which is good. So, in terms of... Oh, yeah. Dual blades are fine. Yeah, that's all fine. Thanks for the Huns. Smell you later. Instead of fucking standing around, dickhead, you can fucking leave faster. Thank you. You were going to get a turn after me, but you threw a tantrum instead. Not that I told him, but it's not a turns room. It'll be a turns room if I feel like it. If I don't feel like it, you can live with it. And leave. Merciful today. No, I usually give people ample time. I try to be fair, but some would argue that not committing to keeping it a turns room would be unfair, but you know what? I never said it was a fucking turns room, so... Yeah. There's nothing written about it being a turns room, so... Why am I so weak as a hunter? Says Juvenator. It comes with experience. How long have you been playing Monster Hunter, Juvenator? How many years? Because for reference, Beta and I have been playing for over 10. So, well over 10. It comes with experience, but having said that, like, I think the damage you deal is fine, it's just you do die more than we do. Well, we've got ourselves a person who might not be appropriate for this hunt. Fluctus. No element. 320 attack value. What is this? I don't know about this person. Do we risk it? I'll just pray that the hunter rank 235 is a reflection of the fact that they're at least pretty comfortable with playing the game, so we'll go with that. I don't trust Aileen. Neither do I. But you know what? I think we're gonna try it. Let's just try to survive. If we can... You know, this is not going to be anywhere near as fast as the last one, because definitely a lot of what made that so fast was having Chris with his Diablo's Charge Blade hitting the weak face, like that. Hitting that face repeatedly with that Charge Blade would have dealt a lot of the damage. Not all of it, of course. Beta and I are doing lots of damage too. And also Juvenator. But, yeah, it's going to be noticeably slower this time. Wait a sec for me. Oh, you're gonna blow a horn. Right, yep. That's like... Yeah, right, yep. I believe the horns, like Demon Horn and Armor Horn, are only equivalent to Might Seed and Armor Seed, but better than nothing. Better than nothing. Same for that face, shall we? Because if we break that face like I said, or as I realised, we'll be able to deal more damage to that head once broken. Now, how does negative affinity affect elemental damage? Given that affinity does give an increase in damage for element, my guess is that negative affinity will actually decrease the elemental damage dealt also. I had never thought about that. Negative affinity and how it affects elemental damage. But you know what? That would make sense to me. Because if it does boost the damage, then you would imagine that it can also serve as a negative multiplier. Or some kind of reduction. Aileen is already having problems. And that was concerning. I'm not going to use any gunpowder infusion until I move to normal shots. If I hit the neck, it's not a big deal. Oh, shit. Well, I'm too busy reading the fucking chat to play the damn game. Okay. Prioritizing healing followed by antidote. Was literally too focused on the damn chat. Okay. Don't have too much more thunder. That's all of it. Would love to hit you out of the air. Didn't happen. Regrettably. I will gunpowder infusion, but not right now. Now I'll do it. Hello? Wu Yasheng? That's a very interesting thing you just said in the chat. Suppose I'll aim for the legs for the best shot zone. There goes Aileen. Never a good sign when we already have deaths before the Zenogre has spawned. Never a good start. Because if we're dying to the Gold Raytheon, you better believe we'll be dying to the fucking Zenogre. Because the Gold Raytheon's the easy one. Beauty Rathalos. This is a Raytheon. Unless you mean it's the beautiful version of Rathalos, which I guess is possibly true. I don't know. Alright, let's try to get in position for the legs again. Well, we've got a smoke bomb down, which is good. Good call on that one. See if he drops. You know, ideally we'll get her killed before he does come. It's a good knockdown. Whew, that's a nasty attack there. Hey, he just dropped. But I don't think she's too far from death. Again, shooting normal because, provided you're attacking the weak point consistently, you will be doing good damage. And I don't want to use any of my Pierce. There you go. Beautiful. Last shot of my normal. Alright, straight onto Zenobia. Oh, that's not good. I was hoping that would miss me. I was out of range of the shoulder charge, but not out of range of that thing. Aileen, that's not a good fucking start. First time, almost the first hit of the Zenoga, and you're taking it squarely in the fucking face. And then you follow me, huh? Nice one. Oh, Aileen. As long as Aileen survives, I mean really, we just need to survive and then pray that Aileen survives, honestly. That's how we're going to get through this. Hey, good flinch. Just on the edge of that first charge. I'll reload now so that I can... Oh no, I thought he was going to charge up again. True Rathalos is silver. That's new information. Very new. What you doing, Rathalos? It's Rathalos. Zenoga, that is to say. Do I know which stream had the Logombi incident? It would be the... I don't think it's not the last Generations Ultimate one, it would be the one before. Probably towards the start. Off the top of my head, I do not know the number. But I think it's the second to last from this one that we did Generations Ultimate. That's what I think. And again, towards the start, one of the first hunts. At least one of the first that I did with you, I think. Again, very dangerous to do gunpowder infusion against this monster. But maybe not as dangerous when not enraged. But really at this point I'm focused on DPS. The faster I can get out this Pierce, the sooner this thing's gonna die. So you are in a very good spot for my Pierce, Zenoga. It's a bit dangerous to reload this one. I wasn't going to gunpowder infusion, of course, that would be going a bit too far, but even to reload at that point without determining his next action, I shouldn't even gunpowder infusion that. I mean, that's just taking risks that I shouldn't be taking. Now, this is where shit gets dangerous, because he is going to charge successfully here. So, this is where shit gets dangerous. Really dangerous. He's already reached his raw threshold there. Look out. Okay. Gonna get out of range. Oh, beautiful knockdown. Very good. I'm not going to reload now. I'm watching to see what he does. Got an opportunity to do this. Hahaha, already knocked him out of it. That's a good sign. That is an indication of damage being dealt, which is very high. So, I'm happy to see that. Nice work, guys. We didn't do sub 10 this time, but still a good hunt. Still a good hunt. Nice work. Yes, and good work surviving, Juvenator. That should be all I need for the greatsword. So now we're trying to do something that's weak to fire. If we can. Could have been doing Chris's quest, but no, he had to leave. I wish I knew how to play the violin, because I'd play it for him, but... yeah. Alright. Gotta... oh, see, of course, this time I get 2. Had I received 2 last time, wouldn't have had to do that again. That's my 9th Sky Emerald. Barioth or Ukanlos? I don't know about Lagombi. What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? I'm being absolutely showered with Zaruba fragments now. I only got 1 last time. This time I got like... is that 7? In 1 fucking hunt? What the hell? Oh my god. That's actually disgusting. Did I get... maybe I did get more in the second page. Did I get more in the second page last time? Maybe I didn't, I didn't notice. Maybe I did. But... I don't know, man. That's pretty... sensor desire. Or desire sensor would be the term. You finished, Juvenator? I doubt it would scale based on the number of deaths. I don't think that's ever been done in Monster Hunter. Deaths relating to reward. And I don't think that they would have started doing that in this game. Yeah, Juvenator's done. At least he said goodbye this time. Okay, so let's go and get Sharp Greatsword and make this Garo Greatsword. I'm excited. Legendary Garo Sword. Yeah. And you will be equipped. Now in terms of stats, not too bad. Not the best for Fire Greatsword by any means, but not so non-viable that I wouldn't be willing to use it. I mean, look at that design, I love it. My turn? Sure. Sure. Again, who said it was a turn through? They just assume. But sure, you can have a turn. Thunderlord G5, you know what you can do. You can actually get out. Assuming it's a turns room and immediately posting G5 Thunderlord. No, you don't. No, I'm not quite in the mood for that one. Not quite in the mood for that. Unbelievable. My turn, post fucking G5 Thunderlord. Make a fucking room yourself for it. People will join it. Don't join my damn room for it. Yeah, sort of bumped the mic there. Alright, let's do Ukanlos. I'm going to post Ukanlos and that's going to be our last hunt. Wherever Ukanlos would be. Over here, I think. Here we go. First time using the Garo sword. Mr. QQ. He probably has a QQ account. And he's also probably Chinese. But anyway. One of the most... What do you have against that monster? I'm not doing it, Carlos. Leaves. Jeez. Very particular. What does he have against Ukanlos? I will come back strong. Radio Juvenator. You're perfectly strong already, you just need to survive, and then you're fine. Then you're under control. Bobo seems to be deeply conflicted as to whether or not he should join the quests. Oh, it's Pin. I've hunted with Pin before. That's alright, Beta. What's wrong with that? Are you actually going to make use of... Oh, Crimson Fatalis GX doesn't have Emboldened, or whatever they call it in this game. It was Emboldened in... Freedom Unite. It's basically, it's Guts and Adrenaline in one skill. But it seems here that's not true. Why would this kill you? Oh, -10 ice is fine. With that defense, -10 ice is reasonable. What you don't want is -20 and above. That's where shit gets ugly. That set's not gonna kill you. Says Bob. Alright. I'm looking forward to using this greatsword. I've got Defender High and Weakener. I'm ready to shit on and who can't lose. And that will be the last time. I went for longer than I was intending to, because I got a little bit stuck doing this quest. But, either way, I'd say this has been a rather successful run. He's back. Who's back? Pin. Pin's back. If you don't mean Pin, well, Pin's still back. He's not going to stop being back. Oh, what the hell is that? That is so Freedom Unite what just happened right there. Not even close to the tail and I still get Snow Blighted. Snow Blight on the tail was much worse than Freedom Unite, by the way. Look at that weapon design. Oh, just beautiful. Oh, what a lovely greatsword. Just lovely. Uh-oh, that's a nasty combo right there. I don't want to be dealing with that. Oh look, it glows green when you charge it. Oh my god. It glows green. Is Pin also using it? I think Pin's using it too. Oh my god. It glows green. This weapon is great. I love this thing. I love this thing. Hoping for a knockdown. Let's watch it glow green. Yeah. Ow. Just too busy looking at the green glow. I didn't even realise that Pin had equipped this thing. I think he's got the full Gardos set too. Oh, you've got to be joking. What is going on? That deals that much damage. Come on. Well, whatever. I'm getting a bit excited with my greatsword. It's got a nice sheath too. I like this thing. This might be my fire greatsword of choice. Even though it's not functionally as good as my other fire greatsword. I think I've got two, don't I? Or do I only have one? Not too sure. But what I can tell you is that even though it's not as good as what I do have, it looks very cool. You guys are trying to kick me. Look, if you two weren't trying to kick me, you wouldn't be at risk. Turning on the spot removes Snow Blight very quickly, so it's better not to put yourself at risk. I love that it glows green. Can't get over it. Yeah, that damage was very heavy. Now, what is my ice resistance? -4. So, I don't know, that was just unnecessarily heavy damage to me. Looks like Beta's the target. Going for the back legs again. And there's the knockdown. And I was pushed right to the head. Thank you so much, whoever did that. That's very nice of you. Beautiful. Couldn't have asked for better positioning. You actually wouldn't be able to get to the head that quickly from hitting the legs for a knockdown, except to get hit by a person on your team. So that worked out very nicely. Alright, let's try to get the head without it landing on my face. Alright, because the head coming down actually is an attack. Or it does hit you and hurt you, at the very least. Okay, let's try to not get hit here. Okay. There's another knockdown. At least trying to get to the chest. Well, can't do that, especially when I'm being flinched by Mrs. Huntinghorn. Or Miss Huntinghorn. Gonna go and smash that face. Once we get the knockdown, there we go. Oh, I love the green glow. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah! Sort of missed the face there. I wonder what Bob's working on, but he's working on everything. Everything that can be worked on, he's working on it. And I'll tell you what, I'm fucking sick of it. Thank you, Beta. Oh dear. I'm gonna dive that just in case. Good old Bob. Bobbit. As opposed to Robert. Bobbit the Builder. No, 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 no. Get away from that hitbox. I want nothing to do with it, sir. Everyone's got high grade earplugs now. Good for them. Pin is the target, but he'll be alright. He'll be quite alright. Back legs again. Actually, I wasn't the knockdown person that time, because I actually hit something else that wasn't the back legs. I wanted to do Brimstone Slash in that time, didn't happen. Don't know why. I can do it now. I fucking can't believe it. There is this certain situation where, for some reason, the game does not register the button combination for Hunter Arts. It's very annoying. You've basically pressed the buttons, but the game's like, nope. Not today, mister. Which leaves one feeling rather lugubrious. Okay. I can't even see what you're doing, I really can't. You're this big body that's moving around. Oh, I'm gonna get caught. Double feint to a Carlos. What the fuck is going on? Like, what is going on? That's a rare one. Double feint to Carlos. He's not a hard monster, he never has been. Although he was a little challenging in Unite, I think, but... I would say, I mean. But, really. Double fucking feint. You know what, I'm not even going to have a max potion for that. Which obviously puts me at risk of dying 3 times, but... I need to prove myself now. Like that. I was actually partially worried about the damage that was going to be dealt, but fortunately it wasn't too much. Trying to get the face there. I wish he would fall down for longer. I can't get to the face in time. At least not for a level 3. Hey, in position for the chest. Stop bouncing. Can't believe I died twice. What the fuck is going on? I think Juvenator's luck is rubbing off on you. If it's luck that's the problem for him. Whoa! Take it easy. Alright. Well, thank you. Yeah, I would guarantee that more time was spent travelling to the Lagombi than actually hunting the damn thing. That was definitely a lot of... well, it wasn't a good day for that Lagombi. At least he didn't suffer, I suppose you could say. We just turn up there and completely destroy it. It's ready to fight, but really it should have been ready to run. Oh, that's not good. No, 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 don't. I might have died from that. Had that not been a knockdown, I might have died from that. Because I'm being stubborn and not using a max potion. Oh my god. Why do I do this to myself? Alright. Oh, I couldn't see where you were. That took me by surprise, just a little bit. Alright. Beautiful. That's what I was hoping for. I think I'm going to bounce off that arm. No. With the level 3 charge, did not bounce. I have to heal up here. And I think I will sharpen up my weapon. No you don't, no you don't, no you don't. Fuck off. That's a good time to sharpen. Well, I'm surprised you're that enthralled by the Lagombi beatdown. There we go. Got a good combo on the face there. I mean, obviously, part of the issue here is that I'm not dealing as much damage as I could be. This is a weapon that I'm using purely for the design rather than for its functionality, but at least it's not a particularly bad weapon. It might be particularly bad if we were to strictly compare it to what is best, but as a G-rank weapon, it's fine. Like, it's not bad. Alright. Well, that was that hunt. Sorry for dying twice, like an actual dickhead. Okay. So we've got the body carves, and then we've also got a double tail carve to take care of. Shit does happen, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Where's that tail? There she be. I'm gonna go and make some lunch. I'm gonna go cook some rice and beef and whatever else. A cooking show with Doomlink. No, I'll never do that. I'll never cook on camera. At least not now. You never know, I could in the future. Well, anyway. That's a thought for another time. Thank you for the follow, Xenon. Sorry I didn't get to you sooner. When will I be playing Castlevania next? Definitely soon. Definitely soon. I'll have to think about that. Hey, that's my third Ukanlo stone. It's definitely time for some Castlevania soon. It will. The next thing that I do that's not Monster Hunter will be Castlevania Lament of Innocence as opposed to the Minish Cap. I'm going back and forth with Minish Cap and Lament of Innocence at the moment. Definitely focused on Monster Hunter just to keep the, I don't know, the views coming in, I suppose we could say. I'm kind of investing in that at the moment, but yeah. For my own enjoyment, yes, I will do some Lament of Innocence soon. Either tomorrow or the day after would be my guess. This week, certainly. But we will see. Hungry for vampire slaying. Well, that's going to be it for this live stream, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Did almost 4 hours, which is about 47 minutes more than what I was intending on doing. But I do thank you all for watching regardless, and I will see you all when I'm next recording something in mind that you would like to watch. I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.